Let's do it.
Hello, everybody! Welcome, everyone, to the long-awaited return of the Fey Lie D&D campaign, episode 9. So stoked to have all these awesome creators and lovely D&D players back around the virtual table. Some people have moved, and they're safe. And some people have moved to different countries. Others have started up their own Twitch channels, their own Twitch programs. Some people have had wisdom teeth taken out, surgery, all kinds of crazy shit. Some people live in Australia, and that's fine.
That is your crazy thing.
That's they're wacky. The water turns the other way, guys. But anyway, it's lovely to see all of you as well out there watching this live and on the YouTubes and all that fun stuff. We're going to have a lot of fun jumping right back into the crazy little situation these people found themselves in last time. But I will get all my usual crap out of the way. So subscribers, hey, you're not a subscriber. Maybe you should do that because you have a chance to win some cool fucking shit at our break screen. A set of dice vault, and dice tray, 3D printed by the one and only, the co-creator of the channel, Jody Rose. So check into our break screen, guys. We'll have you enter a keyword for a chance to win some cool D&D stuff. So we'd like to give back to all those people that subscribe and do cool stuff for us. So thank you all so much. And for those of you who aren't able to subscribe, that is okay. We love you too just as much. But yeah, guys, so look out for that during the break screen. Yeah, a little bit. So look out for that during the break screen. Also, guys, if you have a chance, check out our Dice Cream merch store. We have some really awesome designs now collected fully from artist Red Queen Hales right here, donating some of her awesome skills to some of our shirt designs and others. We've had a few, we actually had a kind of a weird surge in sales during the holidays, which is really awesome and fun. So if you are interested in owning some cool D&D merch, go and check out the store. I think the link's in our bio there somewhere, or links in the chat. But yeah, with all that out of the way, I think we might as well just jump right back into this crazy fucking situation we found ourselves in almost a month ago.
Yeah.
Look, life is life. Sometimes teeth get ripped out, people move, surgeries happen.
Yeah.
I'm just hearing excuses. We should have been playing anyway.
Fine, all right. Let's make you move a country, rip
sure.
open your abdominal, and take out 4 of your teeth.
Challenge accepted.
Give me your teeth. I'll take them.
Give
Take
teeth.
myself.
Give me your bones.
Give me the bones.
All right, everyone. So let us jump right back into tonight's episode of The Fey Lie. So last where the party left off, having investigated all of the dirty deeds done by one known as Stahlmast, a disgruntled weapon designer for the dynasty, and through all your investigations, you found out where this person's hideout was, through traversing through the caves and killing a lot of kobolds in very interesting and unique, deceiving ways. You eventually, through a series of tunnels, found a secret passageway that led you into a sort of nice bedroom of sorts, but not before finding someone caged up, imprisoned in this lair. One Washburn Breedlove, the Lichen Blood Hunter, Order of the Werewolf, that you had not really known where his whereabouts had gone or where he was, but he was here chained up in this very same place that you guys kind of thought maybe there was foul play involved, but Margot was able to kind of put away her feelings and judgments aside for the betterment of the group before trying to burn him into asunder.
Did she really though?
More like I just didn't understand what was happening. But it worked. It kind of worked.
There's still some time to sort that out. So, finding a secret passageway in the wall that led you to this very elegant and really nice, spacious bedroom, kind of sifting through different places. The kobolds were alerted to your presence. They came at you. You were able to kind of hold yourself into this master bedroom of sorts. Then you started to hear other soldiers and other creatures coming from the other side of the bedroom, and you were getting kind of attacked on both sides. And then as you made your way out from this bedroom, you realized it was connected to this big workshop forge area, and out through the shadows after being onslaughted by various kobolds, a Duragar that was kind of invisible, hidden in the corner, that cast enlarge on himself, getting hit from all sides. Seemed like the jig is up, and then all of a sudden, this massive construct moved its way forward with a metallic, robotic-like hound that you had encountered previously. And out of this massive structure, you were expecting Stahlmast, but out of the structure emerged this young girl that seemed to have metallic, robotic parts kind of wedged into her being, with a big faceplate on one side of her face, some robotic prosthetics from her leg and an arm. And that's where we ended the session last. So, with this showdown about to take place, we kick this shit up a notch and we come back to the battle at hand. So, with all this out of the way, confronting this little girl coming out of this massive, like, Hulk Buster armor sort of construct, sort of looking at you all over, as the metal plates and spinning gears of the construct start to turn to life once more, with a grinding noise and a shower of sparks. The little girl kind of chuckles to herself and looks out at all of you and picks up this strange metallic device. And it's kind of silver. It's kind of this weird silver alloy and has like vines kind of growing out of it and wrapped around it, and has like a few buttons on it and everything. And kind of pulls it out and says to all of you, "Though my latest design isn't fully completed, this trial run shall prove quite amusing." Looks over to Galahad 5. Makes eye contact with you. "Thank you for your aid in testing this." Turns this dial that none of you seem to hear, but Galahad, this blinding, high-pitched sound just blasts itself into your ears with this. And it's a little bit disorienting at the moment, but that's all you're hearing right now is just this blinding, high-pitched noise.
I'll make it stop. That hurts.
Bro, they got Galley Daddy. Damn.
And I am going to need you, Galahad, to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh shit. That's a day 20, I think. Yep. Plus
50.
17.
Let's go.
17.
Yeah.
Hearing that high-pitched tone, you can kind of, the rest of you is able to kind of, you don't hear anything, but you see Stahlmast kind of like, just kind of bend down, and it's like something's happening to him. And these little sort of light, radiant veins start popping out of his eyes and kind of down his metallic cheekbones.
Stahlmast is the little girl? You said him, but...
You don't know.
But you... You're doing the DM thing, guys.
But Galahad, these yellow veins start to emanate out of your metallic body, coming down from your eye socket, shimmering down, and you almost feel like frozen for a minute, like your metallic body is being taken over. And then all of a sudden, the light kind of fades, and you're able to kind of hold yourself once more. Whew. But from there, we're going to go into our next initiative order here, which is actually you, Galahad.
No.
Oh, good.
I've been waiting a month to do this.
Waiting for this one.
Child murder. Do
Everyone is
it.
thankfully in a close proximity to me. I know that a few people in the vicinity are a bit squishy. So, this Duragar, right in front of me, this rather tall gentleman, I'm going to take a look at his giant form. I'm going to cut him down to size. Let's go. Long sword swing.
Let's
Okay.
go.
That is... Well, what are my plus modifiers? Wait, it's plus 5. 15. 16.
Heck yeah.
16 just hits. Roll damage.
Oh,
Let's go, baby.
it's gonna be a smite.
Oh shit.
That will be
Hit it with that
an
extra
additional
damage.
2d8, right? Yeah. That'll be
'Cause I believe some of you already did damage to this guy already when he revealed himself.
I know I did. I did like a shatter, but he.
That's right. Yeah.
I think I blasted him.
Blasted.
Yeah, you
So
did too.
anyway, I started blasting.
Hit him in.
Alrighty, that is 6, 10,
And dice? Or
oh,
10
my brain.
points?
13 radiant damage.
13. Okay.
For one
Yeah.
hit?
Well, it's 3d8. The longsword and 2d8s from the smite.
Yeah, amazing. I love you, Galahad.
And oh, excuse me. I said 13. I meant 16 because plus 3 strength. Can you tell I haven't played D&D in a while?
All right. I feel we're all going to be a little rusty in this session a little bit. But 16 total.
Yes, 16 total.
So as the rest of you kind of see those yellowish radiant veins kind of go from his eyes and down his arms, kind of into his chest, and then kind of fade out. The rest of you just kind of looking like, Galahad, are you okay? You just seem to go, ugh, ugh, sword out. Huge giant swipe of this huge sword as it breathes in radiant light, almost like whatever is happening to him just like excelled into his programming and just used all that energy and whoom, huge giant strike into the side of the enlarged Durgar. And as it was kind of going up to hit you with its pickaxe, with its arms up, revealing some open spots in its armor, you just
Whack a punch.
big, huge, like axe chop to the side, and you just take that and just rip him open. And as he goes up for his pickaxe, part of his side is just ripped in half as his torso and his legs just. You just chop down that Durgar like a cherry tree. He is dead.
Nice.
Hell
But
yeah.
I'm not done yet.
Now we can go after the little girl and her dog too.
I take my sword, which is still glowing in radiant light, and I look over the rest of the group. I thrust it into the air, and I channel divinity, inspiring smite. And every single person on the team receives 10 temporary hit points.
Oh.
Yes.
God.
Everyone.
Thank you.
This is
Thank-
amazing.
Your squishy sorcerer thanks you.
I'm back to what is technically full health now. Thank you.
It's good to be back.
Galahad coming in hot.
And you see Washburn in his wolf form, kind of standing there ready to strike, and whatever cuts and bruises he had from the previous fight, some of them start to slowly start to cinch up as blood starts trickling down from the hairy body. Anything else?
Yep. With my movement, I'm going to place myself in front of Jules. Just the old meat shield body block technique.
Thanks, bud.
You're welcome. That's it. I end my turn.
All right, good turns there. Chopping out Duragar, healing everyone in the party. And after that, we come to Margot.
So Margot's gonna see the very cleaved in half, lovely work that Galahad just did, and seeing a healing dog boy in front of her and a bleeding Nebula behind her, she realizes this could end badly for me, but I'm not gonna let them know that. And she's going to cast Shield on herself. And as a bonus action, she's also going to expend, is it 3 sorcery points for her second level spell? Let's see here. Yeah, she's gonna expend all of her sorcery points, all 3 of her sorcery points, for to redeem 1 second level spell slot back.
Isn't shield a reactionary spell? Like you don't need to use it unless you get attacked?
No, I'm pretty sure you can just cast it on yourself.
What he's
Baller.
saying is you don't have to burn your turn because you can do it when you get attacked if it's just shield and not shield of faith.
Yeah, so it's just field 1 reaction. You take or hit by attacker targeted.
Yeah, so you
So
can
the next
still-
time you're hit, you can use your
Use it?
reaction in
Yeah.
order to cast that.
Okay, so yeah, I'm still gonna do all of my sorcery points to get back that spell slot though, because big damage is what I like doing.
and now you're allowed to do that damage this turn.
Now the question is, let's see here. Ooh, okay, let's see here. How far away am I? I'm gonna move right here. No, here. I'm gonna move here. I want to cast True Strike. And I want to, True Strike. You point a finger at the target in range. Your magic grants you a brief insight into the target's defenses. On your next turn, you gain advantage on your first attack roll against the target, provided the spell hasn't ended. So I'm gonna cast True Strike.
Margot's aiming down the scope.
Basically, I'm lock and loading my sniper rifle at this point.
All right, which enemy did you want to cast True Strike on?
Oh, flat out the little girl. I'm going for child murder.
Okay. Child murder. So put a little marker on her just for that. So as Galahad kind of gets in front of you, kind of putting himself in harm's way, you're just kind of like, just take a moment just to like see what your options are and just looking at that girl as she kind of went out and push that button on the device and seemingly went back into her construct with the hood, the dome part kind of. You're just looking at it, sizing it up, being like, where are the weak points in this thing, looking for any kind of exposed water.
You said it's metal, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well, fire melts metal.
If it's hot enough.
I'm a dragon, baby, is what I do.
All right, so you go and then just kind of looking at it, sussing out its weak points for True Strike. Anything else you'd like to do?
Considering I don't exactly know what attacks this thing can or will not do, and the fact that the person who just cleaved a Drogar in front of me is in front of me and is in fact still my meat shield, I think I'm good.
Okay, standing in that fortified position, we come to the Hound. So, let's see what we got here.
Oh no, the Hound turns around and runs away?
Oh no! How
Oh,
bad?
no.
Oh.
Bad dog.
That might be bad. He might call for more reinforcements.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Dodo, no.
He is going to. Which move does he have?
Kevin's like, whereabouts is Margot?
Oh, lovely.
Watch him about to throw in an area of effect spell. This dog's just gonna do like a sonic bark. And we're all just
He's gonna owa us into oblivion.
no.
Can I get an owa?
So everyone's got 10 temporary hit points.
Correct.
You
But
don't
everyone-
gotta take him away.
There's not anyone who looks particularly weaker than the others at this point.
Well, I mean,
I mean, it could be dog versus dog. Just saying.
True.
He's like, I am the alpha. I'm the leader.
Quick question. Where did Jules go?
She's in front of Margot and to the right of Galahad.
Oh, okay. I see.
They're just hidden a bit.
I'm just hiding.
So with the Hound kind of standing there, kind of making this growling noise, but it almost sounds like a car carburetor instead of just a guttural growl of a real life hound. Just starts to clink, 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 kind of sizing you up, goes, just makes a big leap, and it's just going to go straight for Galahad,
Oh no.
being the defender
no.
in front of everybody. And he is going to make an attack on you.
Don't do it, Kevin.
That is a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit, I guess.
Oh my god.
Sure?
And I need you to make a strength saving throw, please.
Strength save. All right. Natural 20.
Why?
He
Bad
just grabs
dog.
the dog by the maw and he's like, down.
Nice.
So the dog leaps at you, Galahad, as you're just kind of standing there in the defensive staff, just like, bring it on. The dog jumps out at you, and this tongue, this metal tongue that seems to just leap out of its metallic mouth, lunges out and tries to wrap itself around your leg, trying to pull it up from under you, but you're able to just grab it in midair with your metallic hands, and you're just wrestling with it at this point, as its tongue is kind of wrapped around your leg, and you just yank your leg back. It's not able to stretch that far out, so it whips back into its metal hound mouth. It's going run, 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 just trying to bite your head off, and it's going to make some damage rolls here.
Yes.
Unfortunate.
Ta-da. So you take 13 points of slashing damage as you're holding it like up like this. It's kind of trying to go for your head, and just makes a big chunk out of your metal arm, denting it and caving it where its big metal teeth impact.
Bad dog.
But that's all.
Someone call Caesar Milan.
That hurt.
After that, after the hound's turn, it is Jules.
Okay. So I'm gonna blast him. First thing,
Yeah.
sorry, I couldn't quite get to. I'm gonna step up over to here. Would I still have line of sight on the hound from there?
Yeah, I mean, these things are just tables. This is kind of
Okay.
like a forge workstation.
Okay.
They're not like, they're not 10 feet tall. They're just at, table level. So you're seeing it.
Cool. So from there, I shall fire off a Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
So. Ooh, that is a nat 20. A nat 20 plus whatever my ability modifier. Plus my
These
spellcasting.
3-week-old dice are dying to kill.
They're dying to stab somebody.
Guy. And
I assume.
So nat 20.
Yeah.
Nat 20, baby.
All right.
So I shall roll the damage, which is 1d10 plus my charisma modifier. That's a 9 plus 5, so 14 damage.
Okay, 14.
Was that like the double damage?
Do we double damage for magic attacks or no?
Well, if you got a crit,
Yeah, I got a nat 20.
yeah, so it's double damage.
Okay, so it would be 28 then.
Dog kebab.
So
Let's go.
we blasting. We have
You
a
said blast them straight to doggy heaven.
precisely.
All dogs go to heaven except this
Oh.
one.
Him.
Ooh, that's a good hit.
It's also force damage if that matters.
Okay. So the rest of you kind of seeing this big chomp out of Galahad's metal forearm take place. Jules, you're just kind of like in the middle of this, him staving it off, just like, get back, and holding it up, and you just get over to get a bit of distance between you and the hound. this huge blast, and as it's kind of had it up the air, Galahad kind of sees what you're doing and just kind of holds it up in place and kind of puts his head down. Boom! This huge just indents on its metal frame take place as just bam! Hit so hard as the force from your hit, Galahad's able to kind of slam it on the ground as well and kind of take position again. But those are some big hits.
Let's go.
Good.
After Jules, it is a Nebula.
Ooh. All right. So your boy is gonna run 20 feet to get into the room there. So yeah, 20 feet to get up the stairs and into the room. And as Nebula runs in, he's like heard all this commotion, and he finally runs up and sees everything around and sees a dog latched onto Galahad and sees this like monstrosity around the corner. And he's like, oh, fuck.
It's a bit muffled now.
And he is going to, from his position, focus his hand and throw his hand forward as a blast of energy comes out of it, casting Chromatic Orb.
Hey.
And he is choosing thunder damage on the mechanical creature. Sorry, lightning damage specifically. Lightning damage on that thunderous creature. I got to make an attack roll here. And I have a +6, so let's see. That is a total of 18.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
All right, rolling 3d8 for a total of 13 lightning damage.
13 lightning damage.
Zap the doggo.
And then as a bonus action, oh no, I can't do that because I've already cast a spell. Can't do 2 in a turn. Yeah, then I think that's gonna be it for your boy. Ran in and blasted the doggo.
Yeah, you blast.
Okay, so as you guys, you blasted the dog or?
The dog with the 13 lightning damage.
Oh, sorry, my.
Yeah, I saw the dog on Galahad and
Adding to that destructiveness. Gotcha. Okay, yeah. So after you kind of hearing all that kind of go down, coming out of the room, you're still pretty beat up and a little wounded, but you're not going to let all these people have the fun without you. So you're kind of spending time in the room to kind of focus on the Chromatic Orb to get it going. You're a little weak, so it takes a little while, and you start hearing the fight kind of happening, shooting off. It's like shit. Able to emit this giant, shining, almost like a mirrored ball in your hands, and you kind of make your way out of the room, and everyone's like, duck! And just shake your hands and change that ball into just a big sphere of lightning energy. And just chuck it at the hound who's already down. Starts to try to get up. Boom! Once more, just hitting it right in the neck area. Falls down once again, making another big dent in its metal shell. Slowly starts to rise once more, but that did a lot of damage as well. As you can see, kind of oil and sparks now kind of and little oil starting to leak down on the ground around it. It's looking pretty rough at this point.
Hell yeah.
excellent.
You like that?
I enjoyed it.
All right, Nebula. Anything else?
No, that's gonna be Nebula's move.
Okay. After that, we're gonna come to Washburn. Washburn Breedlove in his werewolf form, with you, Margot, standing right next to him at this point. Behind Galahad is this kind of hulking werewolf, coarse-furred man. Is just
Can Margot just yell sick him?
sure.
Sick him.
Do it.
Hulk
Go.
smash.
As he kind of looks at you for confirmation, just and runs forward at the downed hound.
Come on, finish him. You got this. Let's wreck their action economy.
Got here. In his werewolf form.
Boy, I sure am glad that I had that 10 temporary hit points because I've only lost 3.
Believe you me, I am happy you gave them.
Oh, don't worry. I thought of this a month ago. It's just been in head, like, I gotta give everyone temporary hit points. I gotta keep everyone
Dang.
up.
I was out here worried about nothing. I forgot Galahad got my back. She.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It pays to have a group, Daddy.
Yeah.
In its new werewolf form, it's going to take out its scimitar that's kind of out on its side. Or actually, no, he doesn't have a scimitar yet, does he? No, he doesn't. He didn't have a weapon when he was in that prison.
We gave him back his sword.
Oh, you did? Oh, that's right. Okay, so yeah, he does have his scimitar. So once again, kind of this big hulking werewolf figure has weapon on its side, takes out this scimitar as he kind of like just runs forwards, galloping on all fours, jumps out, takes out the scimitar, and you all see this kind of light purple hue shine out of the scimitar as he takes a big slash down. That's an 18 to hit. That's gonna hit.
Let's go.
Destroy him.
Washburn, come on. Wash away his pain. Just send him to the eternal sleep. You got this, Washburn.
9 points of slashing damage. So you take that scimitar and just kind of hits on that damaged part of the neck. This hulking werewolf form just slices it on there. He's just holding it in place as the werewolf's like struggling around, trying to get free, making that sword hit just deeper and deeper. It's just pressing into the side of his neck. But still, the damaged dog still moving around, still alive, but more oil is pouring out in the ground. More sparks are kind of flying out of that wound in the neck.
Oh,
But I believe, let me see, bonus action. Yeah, he is just going to stay there with the hound. And after that, we're going to come to the top of the initiative with Phelan.
I just want
Hey.
to quickly jump in, Moose. Do you still have inspiration from last session?
I believe I used it.
Alright,
Yeah.
carry on, sir.
I will, however, as I start my turn, I'm going to start moving forward, and I'm gonna reposition myself. If I can do this, there we go. And I'm going to aim my hand over at the dog, still moving currently, and I am going to point it again, and as I do, flick my hand, and three daggers come out of my hand as I cast magic missile and point at it, and I'm gonna have two of the daggers go towards the dog and one towards the girl.
The girl is encased in the inside of the inside of the construct. After she kind of pressed that button, the thing goes.
Yeah, I would be aiming it at the construct to kind of try and chisel down the metal of it and see if that does anything at all.
Okay, sick.
Yes. So
So magic missile automatically hits.
Yes, it does. That will be 2d4 for the dog, and that will be 6 points of damage to the dog. Of force damage, and only 2 points of damage to the construct,
Okay.
as these hues of daggers leave Phelan's hand and stick themselves right into them. That will be my action. I am going to also afterwards use my bonus action. I'm going to use my movement again to move a little bit further and use my bonus action. I'm going to go right here and bonus action try and hide.
Oh, where were you going to try to hide?
You said there was tables in this area, right?
Yeah, there's
As
a table.
fire.
There's a table right where you're beside, next to that forge, where there's like a fire breathed inside of it, and heat kind of radiate off of it. You can hide under that table if you like.
Yes, that would be the goal.
But the thing is, though, you are directly in line of sight of the construct.
Mhm.
So for you, kind of in front of somebody going under a table, they know where you are.
That's fair. That's fair. Then I will still go under the table, however, just in case, to give myself some cover if they're
Okay.
trying to hit me with anything ranged.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you can put yourself kind of like here.
Okay, perfect.
And then just say that you're underneath the table.
Perfect. That way it'll be a little harder to hit me under there.
Yeah, no problem. So as you kind of come out from that corner into the cave, as everyone's just trying to smash these things, trying to get out of the way, you kind of just jump off to the side, shoot 3 of your daggers, and slide under the table. As 2 of them just hit that down dog again, right into that damaged part of the neck. As the werewolf down with that scimitar, and then the third one, ping, just kind of just kind of ricochets off of the massive construct armor. Makes a little bit of a scratch, but those other 2 definitely made a bit more of a purchase into the hound dog.
Perfect.
And after that, it's going to be the construct.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no. Man, dang. Nothing be hidden this construct. Hoo-wee.
So it is going.
Where's that
to-
dynamite? Let's just fucking blow it to hell.
Start making its way over. That hound.
Making its way downtown.
Whirring fast.
Ah! Okay. Ah!
Okay, it turned away.
I thought I was hidden.
Uh-oh.
It turned away from us, I think. I hope.
I hope.
So it is going to make. So as you're as you're kind of in fight with the dog here, it's going to go around and take out the supporting cast here. So it's going to make 2 attacks against Margot.
Oh no, it all went wrong.
Yoink.
Hold on. Okay. It's fine. It's not fine. It's not fine. But okay.
First
I know
one is going to be 23 to hit
Hold on. I'm going to cast shield.
for reaction. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that gonna be enough?
Wait, hold on. If he's doing a 23 to hit,
It's still not going to be enough, but okay.
you can cast it on the next one so you don't burn
okay,
spells.
okay. I'm going to take that hit. Okay, hit me.
Okay, so we'll see if the next one hits. That one is going to be an 11.
Oh, no, that one wouldn't hit anyways.
Cool,
Alright.
so you saved the spell slot.
Okay, I saved the spell. I did, please? Okay.
Those just
So-
throwing out spell slots like it's candy. Jeez.
Yeah.
As you see,
Wolves in
this
background.
massive construct finally comes into motion with you guys kind of dealing with the hound, getting it just wrecked to shreds. This hum comes up, steam starts to emit from the construct, and it goes, makes its way over to the people behind you and just makes one giant swing, but everyone in that vicinity is able to duck down. But Mark, you get up just a bit too fast than the others, and massive hit with one of its metal arms hits you. And you take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, there goes all of my temporary hit points, but I'm still at 21, so that's
Mhm.
okay.
Let's go.
1-1.
Would not have been good if he hit me twice. But
Temporary HP is amazing.
It is. Comes in
Um,
clutch.
But as that giant construct makes its way over, hits Margot right in the gut, we are going to go over to Galahad.
Oh boy, gotta take this dog out of the equation.
Get
I'm
him.
just gonna take my sword and try and put this bad dog down. The 19 plus 5, 24.
24 will hit.
Let's go, baby. Go.
7. So that's 10 slashing damage. Boom.
Yay.
10 slashing damage. Okay. And that was just with the sword?
Yeah.
All right, so you see that huge like swing with the construct duck down. Margot gets winded a little bit with a giant hit to the gut, falls down. Once again with the dog kind of busy. Take that sword out again. Big slash on the arm to try to cancel it out, trying to take it down. Makes a bit of a dent inside of it, but not enough to kind of slice it off. But you definitely made a dent right into the shoulder blade there.
And then I'm going to, as a bonus action, flick around, thrust my hand out at Margot, cast Shield of Faith.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Ooh.
Margot, you now have +2 to your armor class.
Galahad coming in clutch.
I also do have an inspiration from Achaidh in the chat, so like if need be, I have that. but-
And Moose got one as well.
Hey,
Go.
there you go,
I
there you
love
go. So as that happens, you kind of see Galahad trying to get the attention of the construct. Big hit with the sword into the side shoulder blade. Big dent with the blade. Goes over. Big blast of radiant energy comes out of his palms, and all of a
hang
sudden
on.
this.
Did you say construct? Because I hit the dog.
Oh, the dog. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Sorry. Why do I keep thinking everyone's trying to hit the construct?
I want to clear the ads.
Okay, my bad. So hitting the dog, my.
Someone call ASPCA because he's about to be in the arms of an angel.
Going down to the dog, my mistake. So with Washburn kind of holding it down with its scimitar, it just getting pummeled and punneled. You just kind of go over and you see Margot get hit. You're like, ugh. And it's weird for all of you to see Galahad like displaying aggression to a certain degree. Like he's getting like visibly frustrated just as Washburn's kind of holding this thing down. Everyone's taking pot shots. He just goes over with his sword, stabs it right in the head, twists for a minute as his sword is impaled into the ground, and the dog goes down, stops moving, swing right around. Margot! Big flash of bright radiant light emanates out of the palm of your hand. And Margot, as you took that big hit in the gut, kind of on all fours, you start to get back up, and you notice you have this kind of translucent, radiant, paladin-like looking armor that's just kind of covered you from head to toe as he casts Shield of Faith on you. That kind of looks similar to a Galahad kind of design. But the dog is out of commission. Whoop.
I've also been forgetting to add my, not that it matters now, but I forgot to add my +2 from my fighting style, but it's fine.
Wow, nice subtle brag.
I'm just like looking at my character sheet and like, oh yeah, I have that. Nice.
All right.
Nice feature.
With that, and then you kind of cast Shield of Faith, go up to your sword, take it out of the dog's head as the pool of oil is just puddled around them now, just sparks just jittering, certain limbs just flinching as its life just is ended. But after Galahad, we come now back to Margot.
So Margot's gonna get back up on all fours and just kind of see the sheen on her, like look over to Galahad, nod, and basically she's going to outstretch her wings, outstretch her hands, like her claws are out, and she's going to summon Scorching Rays, and the three little like basically shooting stars are just gonna circle her, and she's just gonna pot shot them right in the construct's face.
Okay.
Let's see here. Ooh, 19 plus 4. That's
Let's go.
Yeah.
That'll definitely hit.
yes. Okay, 2d6 per each Scorching Ray. So let's see here. Or no, wait. Yeah. Yeah, on a hit, target.
3 attack rolls.
Control them at one target. I'm hurling all of them, so I roll 6d6. Okay.
But you got to roll an attack roll
gotta
for each
roll.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So one of those hits.
So that is an 18.
For the second one,
Yeah.
that will
Or-
hit you.
So, and then 9. Yeah, that's an 11.
So 2 hit, 1 misses.
Let's see here. That is 10 damage on the first one,
Nice.
and then 5 damage on the second.
Let's go.
Nice.
Oh wait, could I use my inspiration to 11 plus the inspiration? I highly doubt that would have mattered. I'm gonna save my inspiration for something else.
Yeah, it's up to you.
I'm gonna save it for something else.
Okay. So after that, you kind of notice this radiant sort of paladin-like armor all around you. Look at the construct, and you son of a bitch. Just huge flame comes out of your mouth. They just point blank range, just cover it in flames with all the anger of Margot just coming out into this thing. And you see this brass and silver metal construct just getting heated as this big sort of circle of bright orange and red is now encompassed into its faceplate. This sort of metal arms are kind of trying to block the flame that it can. It tries to kind of like swing around, and you just keep missing. Boasting just fire after fire into this thing. And you can just, after you kind of like take a second to breathe back in, you just notice just this bright orange stain on it as the metal has been heated at this point. It starts to kind of cool back down to its regular size, but you've made some definite scorch marks on it.
Heck yeah.
All right. Anything else?
Let's go, Margot.
I may be squishy, but at least I can make some damage.
All right. After that, we come back to Jules.
Okay.
Go, Jules.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and hit the construct with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
So I shall roll for that. 12 plus 7, 19. Does that hit?
19 does hit.
Cool. So I shall roll for my damage. That's a 9 plus my charisma modifier, which is 5, so 14 damage. So I shoot out, and spectral magic appears, and I blast him.
Hell yeah.
14 points of damage.
Yep.
Okay. So looking at where Margot had put on that initial blast of fire, as you see that armor has just a bit of a weak point for one moment, you kind of put up your hands as these spectral sort of skulls are now just floating in your hands. It's like fireballs. They kind of go up and lob around almost like they're floating on their own as they're able to hit him right where that heated metal is, and you see that concave start to happen as it goes sort of inward as this blast of fire and light blue energy just starts hitting it from all sides, and you see this construct just getting rocked.
Good.
Oh wait, you know what I just realized? I did True Strike and I didn't roll.
Yeah.
It's fine. That's on me. That's on me. It's fine. We're forgetting everything. It's fine.
It's fine. You know,
Fine.
it's fine to forget our abilities.
I can't believe I remembered to bring dice. Honestly.
Me playing? No.
All right, Jules, anything else?
Unfortunately, no. I do not
Okay.
have anything else.
And we come back to Nebula.
All right. So real quick, I can see the little girl with all the like add-ons inside the machine, right?
Add-ons.
all of the, yeah.
Obviously.
We can see the human equivalent of a Best Buy in this construct.
Inside the construct, it's pretty much closed. There's not like a window or a bubble or anything like that. There's kind of like this slit near like what looks like the headpiece of this construct. There's not like kind of like a clear window or anything like that to see.
Okay. But
Kind of
they
imagine the
spoke
top
to
like
us.
a big dome head. Yeah, they poked their head out of it to speak to you. Kind of pressed that button and then went back into it, and this domed kind of head took over and went back in front.
Fuck. Okay. Nebula's gonna do some shit. Boom. Boom. I don't even need to be up close to do this, but this is the sort of thing that like Nebula would make sure to get up close. If I can stand right where I put myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, Nebula would run up and it's like, get ready. And he wants to cast a spell, but he wants to make sure he's like looking in that slit that you mentioned.
I will have you roll an athletics check to see if you can kind of jump at it and just like kind of climb onto its front face, and like so you're looking into the slit.
Can
Cool.
Margot assist at all?
Sure.
Considering, yeah, I know I'm not the best strength character, but if you need help.
Yeah, so maybe I yell like, give me a boost as I run past because I'm going to pass Margot. So how do you want to resolve the assist?
Acrobatics,
It's athletics.
athletics. I have a +0, so
Okay, so I'm just going to roll mine real quick and tell you what I get, and then you tell me how her helping affects me. That's a 13 plus 4. I got a 17 on athletics.
17. Yeah, you can roll advantage for it.
Okay. That was not better.
Oh.
Uh,
So I got a 17 on athletics total.
Okay. So you go up and you kind of run by like, Margot, give me a boost. And she all this fire rains out of her mouth. Takes a minute, just puts her hand out like this, kind of gets her knees situated to support. Jump through. The construct just getting hit from all sides, not able to rein you off. It's gonna try though.
That's terrifying.
put the little girl in timeout, Nebula. Do it. Choke her out.
Oh.
It rolled a natural 17. That's gonna be. So roll a 21 on its strength.
Ooh.
So as you kind of leaped up on it, it was just kind of hitting wildly. But as you go up to it, it's able to kind of knock you down onto the side there. So you weren't able to grab onto it.
Okay, so I'm still, am I still allowed to cast the spell even though my goal was to make sure I could see in there, but if I can't, that's fine. It should be able to hear me.
Oh, they can hear you.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Nebula was trying to jump up and get some sight in there, but because he's knocked down, he's just gonna yell it anyways, if I can still cast this.
Yeah.
He's going to, as he gets knocked down, stand up, and he's going to yell, as he casts command, he's going to yell the word dismount.
Okay.
So it's a wisdom save of 14.
That's a spicy one.
It's a low save, but if they fail it, hopefully.
Is this a charmed condition?
Command is just a no, it's the target must succeed on a wisdom save or follow the command. It doesn't say charmed. It actually has prone written next to it.
Command is not a charm.
So no, it's not a charm.
Okay. Oh shit. Yeah, it got a 10.
Yes,
baby!
I was reading over its stats to see if there was anything it had to go
You
against.
get to
It has-
decide how the word is resolved, but the word I chose was dismount.
was dismount.
Yeah. I couldn't think of another single word because exit, it might have run. And I was just like, I don't know what word to choose. So dismount.
Did you mean that get the fuck out of this metal skin suit that you are wearing?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So this is so command with words and interpreting and everything.
It's
What
so
is he-
weird.
You could have just said eject.
But he didn't.
I didn't. Damn.
So I'm gonna roll this.
Okay.
This is gonna determine how they interpret what you mean by that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Is that the dice cream die? Oh my gosh! Come on! Hit us good. Give us that good shit.
So you say the word
Come on.
dismount, and this construct is getting hit by all sides, and
Yes.
takes its hands like it's riding a motorcycle of some kind,
Oh no!
and then with its leg goes, takes one swing forward and goes down and has dismounted.
Dang,
something.
so close. Okay.
Okay.
I rolled really high on what to interpret as. Sorry.
Okay.
That's
So yeah.
I figured I'd give you that a bit, like that chance to try it.
Yeah. Yeah. It has to follow that command on its turn though, so that should eat up its turn. So at the very least, I did something.
Yeah.
Stalled it.
I mean, it can't slug me in the chest anymore, so I'm okay with that.
Okay, but yeah, so you just see it kind of take this stance like it's riding like a sort of a motorcycle, and it looks like it's constantly like a program error, like a machine that doesn't know that has a bug in it. It's just constantly trying to dismount something, like a Cyberpunk 2077.
So what you're saying is that it looks like a Chuck E. Cheese animatronic.
A little bit, yeah.
Standard
little
cyberpunk
bit.
gameplay.
And you see kind of like sparks kind of glitching out of it, like it's being forced to do something that maybe it doesn't really want to do or isn't built for, but it just keeps making this motion.
Welcome to the Fey Lie family.
Anything else, Nebula?
Gosh. I already cast a spell, then I used 10 feet to get there. Yeah, as soon as I like yell that and it starts freaking out, I'm gonna sidestep to end up behind it without leaving its range of attack, but I'm gonna sidestep to be behind it.
Okay. Sounds good. After that, we come to Washburn.
Yeah.
Washburn.
Come on. Wash him away, Washburn. You gotta know like some secret. Come on. Tell us where we gotta hit him good. What's their Achilles?
Like,
Is there like, I don't know, you know, like, can we like treat Washburn like a genie? Is there a spot on his head where we can rub it and he can tell
Give him
us?
scritches,
like,
he do good work.
Yeah, it's like just like rub it and just be like where we gotta hit it to like.
I reckon it would be under the chin. You know?
Under the chin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You might lose the hand, but if you don't,
That's it. That's it. Give and take right there. Yeah.
Everything has a cost after all.
So I
Where's
forgot
the-
that Washburn has extra attack. So
We're all forgetting everything, even the DM. It's fine. I don't feel nearly as good.
Abilities, man.
Yeah.
as you see the construct kind of not really knowing what to do, this hulking werewolf form with this down hound kind of looks out and just sees that it's kind of just it's just confused and not really sure what's going on. You just see the werewolf take out that sort of purple tinted scimitar and take its arm and just start cutting into its own forearm as this very deep red blood starts trickling on the floor. And then you just see these red sort of veins kind of come out. You can see it visible out of its gray wolf skin, start to crawl up to its hand, switches the scimitar over to that hand, and then you see this sort of blood magic start to curl up the scimitar blade, infusing with the purple tinted blade. And it's almost like this red, deep red sort of flame-like energy starts to come out from the tip. Swings it around, and just runs at this thing, and is going to make 2 attacks.
Yes.
So it now gets to do an extra d6 of damage, but it's going to take a d6 of damage. We're doing a Crimson Rite bonus action.
He Blood Hunter.
Oh, baby.
So he's going to make 2 attacks here.
Dinner time.
Oh my.
That was interesting.
Misses 1.
Oh my.
Shit, misses the other.
Dang it, Washburn. You had like one job, and it was hit it hard. You did the hard part, but no hitting.
Okay, he's got 2 attacks.
No, it was
Right,
2
baby.
attacks. One was 1 off, and 1 was a 2.
Oh God. Okay.
That is
So yeah, it
unfortunate.
comes up and just goes in for a swing and a swing again, but this thing, because it's dismounting, just keeps moving out of the way. This Washburn's not able to make purchase with this blood-soaked sword. And then after that, what are your passive perceptions at the moment?
Oh no. That's a
10.
12.
11.
11.
Europe?
I'm sorry. I zoned out. What did you ask?
Passive perception.
Passive.
Passive perception. 12.
Hey.
12.
We don't have wisdom in this party, Kevin.
12 king.
Jules,
Yeah. Oh no.
as this battle is taking place, you hear a familiar voice inside of your head. One of the many that you were accustomed to. That as you're kind of readying your next wave of blasts at the construct, you just hear this voice whisper in your head, "They're coming." And as you kind of hear that, you're like, "What?" Then the rest of you start to hear footsteps. You start to hear familiar voices out in the distance. "I think they're over here. I think they're coming out. I can hear them over here. We don't need to fight.
More fucking kobolds.
Ambushed. We about to get smacked. If I die at the hands of a kobold, I'm gonna be. You know what? It's gonna be poetic. It's fine.
I was gonna say that wouldn't be spectacular.
I.
Too soon.
Yeah. I was thinking
Ah.
if we could get this construct, we could have put spec in it. It would have been unstoppable.
Oh, there is quite a bit.
What
Oh,
the frickety frackety frickles?
As you start
That
to
is
see
9 kobolds I'm counting, and that's not
some
even
more
what else is off
kobolds
screen.
start to come out from different parts of the lair, being alerted to this big battle that's going on, start to come out.
That's what
From
we
this
get
side
for
of the
skipping
room.
the dungeon and going to the main spot, you know? Oh my god.
You're in a lair. There were many other people in here.
That's we done fucked up. That's fair.
So, as they see their master getting surrounded by all of you, they're going to make their way there. I'm going to roll some initiative for these guys.
Making their way downtown.
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
Hopefully walk
Well, at
the
least
road.
on this
Okay,
next
total
round, the
power.
construct can't move because of Nebula's job. So, like, at least that's kind of taken care of.
At least we won't be whacked by them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The kobolds, however.
And I'm out of second level spell slots, so I'm literally limited to cantrips and ones. So
Y'all got cantrips?
yeah, same.
I do have breath weapon though, so there's that.
I
Oh,
can blast them.
I burp.
I believe
I burp
Kevin
real
is-
good. Spicy.
Kevin-
Tabasco burps.
Kevin is going
Compliments to
for.
the chef. Ratatouille.
Oh no. Kevin is going for a TPK, otherwise known as a total party kobold.
Kobold.
Yeah.
Ah.
I thought you called those a total party corso.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie though, if Nebula does go down by kobolds again,
Reference right
that
there.
would be his favorite enemy. I don't care.
Only if
You
you
know what?
count melee ball.
Yeah.
If you actually TPK us, Kevin, I think so far you're my only DM who hasn't TPK'd me. Please keep it that way.
Looking at you, Corso.
Yes.
All right. So
Watch the Tales of Calderine every
as
other
you see
Wednesday.
these kobolds start to make their way into the room, I just rolled some initiative here for them. So after that, Jules, you see that, and then the rest of you hear that, Jules, first. You kind of look over, and the rest of you just start seeing these noises and these rumblings of more enemies coming in down the way, and they start to make their way through these doorways. Let's see, who was next? Washburn just went, I believe. Yep. So Phelan, you're up.
Okay, so for my turn, I am going to, knowing that I can do more good here, sadly, I am going to move a little closer, and since I have allies close to this construct, I should be able to get sneak attack damage if I'm able to hit. And I am going to go ahead and try and hit with both my action and bonus action with my shaman claws.
Okay.
So take them out and flick my wrist again as it comes out and try and slash twice with it. And for the first one, that'll be that's a 10 to hit. And I'm not going to use my inspiration for that. However, my second one will be... Come on, much better. Please be much better. Okay, that is much better. 12 plus 6 for a 18 to hit.
The 18 will hit.
Okay, cool, perfect. So that will be my D4 for the Shaman Claw, plus my 2D6 for my sneak attack, I believe. And all right, let's see. Come on, baby. Come on, hit me with that good stuff. Okay, cool. That's going to be 15 points of slashing damage, or piercing damage. Yes, piercing.
15 points of slashing damage?
Piercing, but yes.
Oh, sorry, piercing. Okay.
Yes.
15. Oh, shit.
As I slash through from behind, and I'm going to also yell, I think we're getting a little overwhelmed here. Ooh. And that will be my turn.
All right, so the rest of you sort of battling this out. You see the kobold. They're over here. I think I see them. Their sharp, coarse feet and talons just smacking against the rocky ground. You then just see Phelan being able to just rush out from under the table with that shaman claw and just dig it hard right into the metal back, which is odd because these sort of, you weren't really sure if like the metal would hold against the metal of the construct that you have made out of those spider legs, the same one that took out Spec. But as you reach up, kind of Superman punch with this big bugbear body, as your bear strength just singes it right into the back. Right into the back of the construct. Dig it in hard, so now you've just got it in there, more sparks start coming out of the back wound as oil starts dripping out from the back gears as well.
Okay, perfect. Yes. Yeah, that's my turn.
Good job there, friend.
Thank you.
After that is the construct, surrounded by fucking people.
So is this the construct's actual turn? Like, has it lost a turn yet due to command?
No. This is the first turn since command.
Okay, so yeah, command takes effect on its turn.
Yeah.
Cool.
So like what happened before, you just kind of see it just kind of keeps moving back and forth like it's trying to dismount something. And just like a game bug, seemingly not able to do any attacks or do anything that it wants to do at the moment. Does it get another save at the end?
No, it's only a one-turn thing. So it's done now.
Yeah. So you just kind of see it still. Even that big, huge puncture from the back of the construct's metal body. It's like with the weighted body of the bugbear kind of making it sway back and forth, but still under the influence of the command spell. So that will be its turn. It will be Skip. And we go to Galahad.
Yeah. I'm gonna whack this construct. I'm gonna leap up and jam my sword into the where I saw the
heated metal.
close over.
Yeah.
And where Haley's where Margot's scorching ray heated up the metal, I'm gonna drive my sword into it as hard as I can.
Nice. Okay.
23 to hit.
Hey, that'll hit.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's get it.
13 slashing damage.
Come on, let's. Galahad, nothing can stop you, homie. Nothing. Oh my god.
So you go up to this thing, still moving around. You see Phelan just plunge the Shaman Claw into the back. You then take out your sword again, wreathe it in radiant energy, take a big step back, and just one fell swoop, just like with a giant precision punch. But your sword is your fist. You drive it. It starts to pierce through the heated metal before it's able to go cool. You don't plunge it all the way, but it's just this like all of Galahad's might is plunging this thing further and further into the central part of this construct. And you made a big hole into it, but weren't able to fully get it all the way through as the wound that you punctured it through starts to kind of close and tighten, making it harder for it to go anymore forward. You take the sword out, but you did make a pretty good puncture into there.
Nice. That's it.
Okay. Good job there. And after Galahad, we come to Margot again.
Oh boy. Let's see here. Margot is going to wheel around and just where she had previously melted the metal before, she's going to pot shot a firebolt directly at it to try and reheat the metal again to make it softer so Galahad's sword digs deeper. Here's to hoping. 11 plus 4, 15.
Just misses.
Ah, valid.
Wait, do you got that inspiration?
I do!
E4.
I'm using my really weird D4. That is a 3.
That'll hit.
Yay! Thank you.
So you're hitting it with Scorching Ray again?
Yeah, no, I'm not hitting with Scorching Ray. I'm hitting with a Fireball. I'm completely out of second level spells right now.
Firebolt.
Yep, with just a cantrip Firebolt.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Your girl's saving for those fried kobolds here in a little bit. All right, so let's see here. That's 1d10. 3 points of damage.
3 points.
That's good. That's good, homie.
Okay, so as Galahad kind of trying to dig that sword into the construct to just wreck the inner workings of this thing, starts to bait tighter and tighter and starts to pull the sword out of the wound, and you just go up to him and like, no, keep going! One giant burst of fireball bolt coming out of your hands and just making that metal more malleable, bright and orange as Galahad just about to take out the sword, just goes, starts pushing it back in as the sword just starts to slide against the heated metal with steam rising out of the wound. So good job there. Anything else?
Oh boy. That's an action. Bonus actions. I already did that. Yeah, no, I have no more bonus actions available, so I think that'll be it. I'll just basically help Galahad melt a robot.
Okay. So as you're trying to end this thing, you just see sparks flying out of it, oil pooling down the bottom of it. It just seemingly just not able to move on its own volition. This group of kobolds are going to come into play.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I swear to God, if they see us take down this metal construct and they still think they can take this on, Swear to God.
NPC logic.
They took our boss. What do we do? We
Kill them!
Yeah.
Obviously.
Revenge.
So,
Like that Caleb City skit with NPCs. It's excellent.
these two here are going to make 2 attacks against you, Galahad. And these 2 are going to make attacks against Washburn.
Washburn.
They're welcome to try.
And they get pack tactics, so they'll have advantage on these hits.
no!
Uh-oh.
Welcome to my world.
Is this what it feels like to be Nebula? Ah.
So,
Pack tactic text.
24 for one of them, Galahad,
Yep.
and a 20 for the second one.
Yep.
So these will be d6 hits. So that's 6 piercing from one,
Yep.
and 5 piercing from the other.
11.
Then these 2 are going to do the same to Washburn.
Oh.
I'm about to
I'm
get-
just gonna roll 2 Constitution saving throws.
Okay.
Plus, because that is 20. That is 12. Which passes. Yeah. Margot still has Shield of Faith.
Jesus, I'm really good.
Oh, no.
So both those are going to hit Washburn as well.
The DM is rolling good. Quick, finish it before he rolls more. Stressy? Me? Stressed? I don't know.
What do you mean? Stressed?
Stressed?
What is that?
But yeah, no. Yeah, no.
Then these guys over here. Everyone's getting pretty blocked up right now. Yeah, they're gonna have to stay there. They're not gonna be able. Well, actually, no. They're gonna shoot with their.
No.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that one's gonna get inside a Washburn and make a hand crossbow hit. Oof. That will miss. Okay, so you see the kobolds just kind of rush up and like, save the master! Just come up with their short sword and just start slashing at Galahad's metal body, start stabbing into Washburn's coarse werewolf hide skin. Then you see a bolt just fly through the lot of you trying to take this thing down. It's just becoming a little chaotic in here now. After that, we are going to come to Jules.
Nope. Okay. Why did my roll 20 close? Okay. It's fine.
Foreboding.
A little bit. Panic. Is there enough room for Jules to make their way around the construct to get to where Margot is? To get to the other side?
Going around the back.
Yeah.
There is this is kind of like rubble and a box that's kind of blocking it. I'll let you do an acrobatics check to kind of bounce off the wall if you want to kind of like run over the debris there if you like.
Yeah, I will. She's gonna attempt that one.
Okay.
So I will make that roll.
Parkour.
Oh
no
no.
parkour.
That's
no
a 3 + 2, so a 5.
Little parkour.
Unfortunately, not able to do so. You kind of like think it's a good idea at first. You're like, it's fine. I see people do this all the time. You're just like hyped up from adrenaline, and just slide off the wall. Your ribs kind of crack on the crate. Ah!
Fun. I assume that counts as my action.
I will let that one go.
Okay.
Margot's gonna like wheel around to like look at her and just be like, "What did you think you were doing?"
I tried. And then she's gonna Eldritch Blast the construct again.
Okay.
That's a 1. That's a nat 1.
That'll miss.
You know what the worst part is? You also have disadvantage on that.
Yeah, because I'm super close.
Can you double that one?
Let's see. That's an 11, so no. It's kind of.
You triple
Why
one.
would they have disadvantage on that?
Yeah, because it's a
because-
ranged spell attack.
Ranged spell attack within melee range has disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh.
Same with shooting a bow if you're right next to them. Don't have advantage.
But it doesn't matter because I rolled a nat 1 on the first roll anyways, so.
Yeah, so not able to. You kind of make that wall jump, trying to get to a better position. Your ribs crack against that crate. You're kind of winded at a moment, and just not able to really put anything forward after that. As Margaret kind of looks at you, he's like, "What are you doing?" Like, I thought it'd be cool. I tried.
I tried.
I was just trying to help. Just trying to get your breath back into your body.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be your turn, and then we got Nebula.
Okay.
Hit him with your best shot. Hit him with the venom.
Ooh. Okay, so this is an interesting moment. How is the construct looking right now?
It's pretty beat up. You guys have done a lot of damage to it. There's sparks flying out of it, oil coming down the side. It's just kind of making those juddering movements from that command spell that you made, kind of going against its programming.
Okay, and how are all my teammates? Everybody, how are you looking?
I'm fine.
I mean, if it hits me twice and it actually succeeds.
But
All right. I was talking to Jules about this anyway, so I think Nebula would try and follow through with their tactics. And Nebula would yell out to the party, everyone grab onto each other, and puts a hand out to grab onto Phelan and a hand out to reach forward and grab onto Washburn, and is telling the team to do the same.
okay.
Okay.
And will either, depending on how Kevin wants to rule this, either wants Jules to basically use his action right now in order to activate their ring, or wants to get the ring from Jules and activate it himself. Jules's ring of I'm not sure what.
Obscurement.
Obscurement. Either I'm yelling right now, Jules, the ring, or I am gonna like, Jules, give me the damn ring so I can activate it. I will sacrifice my action if you allow like this thing.
The description of the ring is that I have 3 charges currently. As an action while wearing it, you can expend one of its charges to cast Fog Cloud. So.
Okay.
You DM, what do you wish for us to do?
DM brain, running scenarios. So if you want, you just to shout that out. She could attempt to try to take it off and throw it at you, and you can try to catch it.
Not recommend that.
Would I still have the action available then to use it as my
That'll
question?
definitely be an action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine then. So then scratch that. I'm definitely telling the team though, Jules, are you able to connect us all via message?
No, I can connect me and one other person via Awakened Mind, I believe.
And that cost you action or free action or what?
Let me just double check real quick. It's right up over here for some. I can telepathically speak to a creature within 30 feet of me. Seems to be a free action.
Free action. Okay, so basically, then I signal to Jules at the very least to like free action here. Talk to me, and as soon as you connect Awakened Mind to me, I say we can bottleneck them by going down the stairs because I assume this mech looks too big to get down the stairs. So I telepathically say, tell the others we can bottleneck them if we go down the stairs. Then with my action, I charge up and I hold Chromatic Orb in my hand and I raise it towards the mech and I yell out to the kobolds, back up or I'll fry this thing. And I'm holding my action that if any of them, including the mech, move hostile, I will attack first with a Chromatic Orb lightning damage.
Okay.
Jules will awaken mind to each person and say, make your way to the stairs. We're going to bottleneck the rest of the kobolds. Go. And awakened mind.
So yeah, however you want to describe that, if that's intimidation, if that's just literally they decide something, but I am holding an action ready to fry this thing if they make any moves.
Make an intimidation roll.
Yeah. Where is my intimidation? There we go. Let's make this roll.
And I'm gonna roll against it.
I'm using the Dark Nebula dice sent to me by a follower, so help.
Hey!
Let's go.
That's a 16 plus 6. That's a 22.
A 22. So you raise that into your hand. Step back, or she's gonna I'm gonna fucking do something here. Just like crazy eyes into everyone. Just like, you know what the fuck I'm gonna do, and just like trying to just offset them, and like your eyes go black, and your hair just starts to like wave up in the air a little bit from the electricity that you're holding up in your hand. And the rest of them are kind of looking at you like they're all stabbing and just slaying things. The other kobolds are ready to raise up their crossbows, and they all just like kind of looking at each other, considering that as an option. You've kind of stopped them from like attacking and hacking. You just got their attention, like, hey, one more move and I'm gonna fry this fucker. And they've all just kind of stopped in mid motion.
Cool.
All right. So
Nice.
after Nebula are the kobolds.
Oh no.
If they move, I'm doing it.
Yeah, well these guys here are just sort of coming out of
Oh God, more of them.
the entrance there and have kind of like stayed a position there. And the rest of them here looking at you. What do we do? I don't know. Have they said anything? Or she said, no, she's not saying anything. She's just going around in circles. I don't know what she's doing. It's just really weird. And just like looking at each other and looking at you. And one of the kobolds pops up. What do you suggest? To you, Nebula, as you're holding that.
And as I'm still holding it, I look at my party and I look back to the kobolds. None of you have to die today. We're here handling a problem. We befriended one of your own, we saved them. And your own kind killed them. They do not care about you. You are merely disposable. I suggest you let this play out how it was going to before you arrived.
And because the little girl inside is still I assume, is still apprehended from the command spell because it doesn't take. She's not wearing off until her turn, correct?
Until her turn, yeah.
Yeah. So she's still in effect from the command spell. They're all just kind of sitting there. They're just kind of looking for some kind of confirmation or of like. They're like, Master, what do you want us to do? Construct just keeps trying to dismount an invisible motorcycle. It might as well just be like walking into a wall. Just like one section. They're not sure what to do. Corso, I'm gonna have you roll a persuasion check.
Oh god.
Come on, homie.
Come on.
Get that nat 20. Get that nat 20. Let's go.
That's a nat 20! Let's go! I will raise this up!
Oh.
That is I don't know if I can do it right, but that is a nat 20.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Come on. Come on,
When
Cobalt.
you do the problem wrong and you do the formula wrong, but you somehow come to the right conclusion.
Yeah.
Oh.
And if it really matters, hold on, let me check my mod on that. I've got
The music changed.
persuasion, I've got a +4, so that's a total of 24 if the roll matters in that regard.
Oh my god, that's 2 dozen right there.
That's awesome.
As the kobolds all around you, what do we do? What do we do? Tell us what to do, Master. They all just start to take a couple steps back,
Your master has forsaken you.
away from you all.
Okay, we bought ourselves a turn or two.
As the kobolds are all looking onto you, we're gonna keep the initiative order as it is, in case things
Escalate.
change. But that was the kobold's turn to determine all that. It is Washburn's turn now. You just see him just out of breath, cutting his own forearm. Still got some pretty visible wounds from getting shanked by a couple kobolds. What do we do now?
Think you can pry that thing open?
I can try. Cracks these elongated, furry knuckles. Makes its way towards this malfunctioning robot and is going to attempt to open up the weakened, domed top as it's been weakened from the plunging of the sword, from the heating of the metal, the constant blasts, the hitting on the back gear. Phelan, you noticed that there was a rotor that you hit as well, stopping it, some sort of gear in place. So it is going to try to make a strength check to see if it can put its claws in this thing and open
Come
it up.
on, Washburn, you got this, baby. Another nat 20.
Yeah.
Let's go.
If it is, I'm gonna hate myself. This close.
Oh,
It literally went like nat 28.
oh my god.
So as Washburn kind of puts his elongated werewolf fingers into the hinge of this helmet, you see that the skin on his hands are burning from the heated metal. And it can't seem to do it as it's so after that, we come to the top with Phelan.
Yeah. Myself seeing that, seeing Washburn not able to do it, I am going to take a shot at it, and I'm going to try and pry it open myself. I'm going to try and reach over and pull open the top of the top of the construct.
Okay.
This way.
So you're kind of coming to the front here. Make a strength check.
Okay, here we go. Come on, baby. Come on, hit me with a good shot. Okay, so that was a 15. I am, however, going to also use my inspiration for this, since I don't have any strength modifiers. So that would be that D4 from earlier. That's a 1. So that's a 16 total.
You see where the werewolf kind of put his hands onto that burning heat, put his hands through where that burning metal was. You're kind of looking at him. He's just cradling his burnt fingers. You're kind of looking at what he can do. You look at your shaman claw. Kind of sizing it up. Using the metal daggers, the metal spikes from the shaman claw as almost like a wedging tool. You kind of put the shaman claw into that crevice where the top kind of falls down, and you grab onto your forearm and you are forcibly opening up the top. And as soon as it does, the top opens up and a flash of light emanates directly out of it. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh shit!
Oh no, what went wrong? This is not gonna be good.
Oh boy.
17.
No.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20.
16
That's
plus 0.
That's a 3 plus 6 for 9.
Oh no, but you're right on top of it. so
That kind of
makes
would make sense. That would kind of check out.
Shit.
Margot?
I got a 17. A 16 plus 1.
So you all pass except Phelan.
Buddy.
I gotta
Phelan
roll
gets
some dice
flashback.
here.
You're in danger.
Some dice? Not just one.
Plural?
You just get a bag of dice.
Yeah.
Just 20 d6s just rolled out.
All right, Phelan, I'm going to need you to roll 4d6 and take the lowest.
Oh.
Do it about
Phelan,
6 times.
you take 28 points of lightning
fuck?
damage.
What the
As
fuck?
this flash of light emanates and this sparking thunderbolt goes
With the
fall
weight,
right on the ground.
I'm knocked out.
Wait, did you have 10 HP?
I did. I had 11 HP before that. I had 21 total. Yeah, I am out.
Let me
with that
ask you.
28.
Let me ask you this, Kevin. Was that something we can see as an attack at us, or was that the effects of opening the machine?
That was a failsafe from opening the machine.
Okay.
And I have no reactions or anything to deal with. So yeah, that's me.
Oh.
Oiks.
Ooh.
I'm just resting.
Smoke emanating
Jesus.
off of Phelan's body on the ground. The kobolds all standing there, like not really sure what's going on, and you see the little tiny girl inside of the pilot seat of this construct just moving things around in a very like animatronic formation as her eyes have this light purple and white kind of sheen all over them from the effects of Nebula's spell. And as she's kind of turning these gears, you see her movements kind of slow down a bit as that flash of light kind of dissipates, like getting hit with an old-timey like photographer's flash. And as your vision comes into view, you see this little girl just look up at all of you. And that's where we're going to take our break. So, okay, everybody. Didn't think it was going to go down that way, but that's the way it went. That was awesome. So, thank you all, guys. Thank you, everyone, so much for tuning in to tonight's episode of the Fey Lie. Subscribers, this is your time to shine. For those of you who are not subscribed, maybe consider it. You know, you got those free Prime subs just hanging around. Why not give them to your old pal Dice Cream and his lovely friends here? This is the part where we're going to put in get you to enter a keyword into the chat, and you will be entered to win a set of dice tray, or dice vault. And the keyword for tonight, I've just been giving this to the crew lately to decide. So what do you all think the keyword should be that people can
Fail safe.
Fail safe.
Yeah, there you go.
Fail safe.
Fail safe. All one word, one entry per person, or you will be disqualified. Thank you guys all so much. We'll be right back in around 10 minutes or so, just to stretch the legs, refill drinks and whatnot. And we'll see where this goes next. So don't go out anywhere, anybody. We'll see you in a bit. And we're back. Hello, everybody. Thank you all for sticking around while we stretch the legs and refill the drinks and all that fun stuff. But now we're going to figure out who won this edition of our little giveaway during the break. Thank you guys, everyone who submitted into the little chat there. But we're going to let Nightbot pick the winner. Sometimes Nightbot is drunk, and sometimes we might have to do it again. But we'll see if Nightbot has gone to AA and figured its shit out. So,
Come on, Nightbot, baby.
let's see who won this week. So Nightbot is going to pick in the shoes.
Call me Hades.
Call me Hayes. Hey.
Oh,
There you go, friend. Thank you so much for being a subscriber to the channel. And
Hey.
you'll have your choice of a set of dice or dice tray or dice vault, and we'll get that out to you ASAP. We'll DM you on the old Twitch message. So thank you all so much for everyone else who entered, and you'll have a chance to win something every single week here on Dice Cream Sandwich Channel, because we got another edition of Beyond the Realms on Monday, 5 p.m. PST, another D&D campaign. So come check us out there. Okay, so with all that out of the way, let us see where this fucking situation's gonna go. As the party has seemingly created a ceasefire of sorts, as a confused little girl inside of this construct has seemingly been taken out of commission, you threatening to kill the master with a giant chromatic orb if the kobolds just didn't settle down and calm the fuck down for a minute. Phelan going to pry open the top of the construct's headpiece, seemingly getting shocked to being unconscious on the ground. You all look inside as the little girl's, as the wave of magic washes over her eyes as the command spell finally dissipates, and is just looking up at all of you as you see this cyborg-looking person staring up at all of you. The big metal faceplate on one side of her face, one robotic sort of prosthetic limb for an arm, prosthetic limb for a leg, dressed in like this kind of petticoat, dirty outfit.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Galahad, can you attend to our friend here? Because I assume like we just watched Phelan just like fall
Well,
back.
wait, aren't we still technically in? Are we still doing that thing where we're in initiative?
Yeah, we are.
So Phelan would have been the last one.
Yeah.
Which means it would have been Galahad then Margot.
Nebula and Galahad have switched cameras somehow.
Oh.
I am Nebula.
That's okay.
I am
Okay,
mysterious.
Paladin.
I am Galahad 5. Look at my sweet thighs.
That's
We'll see if I can get that switched
Seamless.
around. But
Famous transition.
yeah, and after Phelan, it was the construct's turn, and the little girl is just kind of staring up at all of you. And she's not saying anything at the moment. So then after her was Galahad.
Tell me how combative the Stahlmast is looking right now.
Right now, she's in that sort of piloting seat in the construct, that sort of half circled dome. It's kind of been raised of the Hulkbuster looking armor. She's
Mhm.
just kind of got her hands on the constructs. Is just kind of looking down at all of you.
No, I don't like it. Seeing that Phelan went down, Galahad's gonna draw his sword back, aim for that one spot that's been heated and blasted and stabbed. I'm gonna trash this machine.
So you're gonna attempt to break the machine, not the driver. Okay.
I'm gonna break the driver. That's my job.
Hey!
And as you go, you lift your hand up and you're going for a swing, Galahad.
Mhm.
We are going back into fight mode as you go up to raise that sword. and go in for the hit. The little girl says, "Take them out!" and just shouts loud, and the kobolds start rushing all of you.
Damn it!
You also get
I
28
assume
points of damage
since the
again.
flashbang happened and all of us were like covered in time, that Nebula's ready to action doesn't matter anymore. Does it? The chromatic orb?
Well, I've got it held to attack the machine if anyone raises a hand against us, including the machine. I didn't view the electrical shock as it raising a hand,
Well,
but
it was a flashbang, so it was kind of us like catching off guard, but like
we all saved.
Yeah.
So they're all rushing as soon as someone attacks. If I know we went on break, but if we're still at initiative, Nebula's got it held.
Mhm.
So the moment someone does say, "I'm attacking," it's like, well, hold up then.
Yeah, so you were holding your action for that to happen. Like everything was kind of calm and peaceful, but as soon as someone made an attack, it just kind of kicked up everything. So you're able to shoot that at someone if you want.
Yeah, it's going at the machine, like I said. So this will be a chromatic orb roll.
So we're gonna have Saint also roll his attack as well, as this is kind of.
Oh, I already rolled it.
What was it?
It's a fucking nat 20.
Ah!
Let's go, baby. Like as soon as I do it, I just tossed the dice in and I just fucking saw the Die of the Beholder icon staring back at me, and I was like, fuck yeah.
Shit.
All right, so I'm gonna be honest. I rolled a 9 with the regular die here, and I was like, damn. And I clicked the chromatic orb on the thing, and it rolled on D&D Beyond a nat 20. But the real roll is the one I rolled first, which is a 9. Had I nat 20'd with you, we would have just ended this.
Holy shit.
Well,
Don't cross the
Paladin
stream.
said we got this.
I've got a fair amount of dice to roll right now.
What was your total, Nebula?
I got a total of 9.
9, so your attack's gonna miss.
Yeah.
So as you go the chromatic orb and kind of go to chuck it forward, the kobolds all start to rush you, and Galahad gets ready to make that strike. Yeah, roll it, baby.
So I plunge this thing in and I just pump all the divine energy I have, which is 6d8 plus 5. Well, I saw a 1. That's not good. 1.
And you're not trying to kill the girl again, correct? Just
I'm
the
trying to
construct.
wreck the machine. I'm not going for lethal damage on the ship. $18, 26, 32, 37 radiant damage.
Galahad said, bury the hatchet.
Yeah. I woke up today and I chose violence.
Galahad said there can only be one best machine.
Yes.
Is that a new record for the most amount of damage that any of us have dealt so far?
I mean,
Might be.
probably.
I love paladins.
Top contender. So, as soon as this happens, the little girl is stuck in there looking at the kobolds, looking at you. The chromatic orb flickering beside Nebula. Galahad has the big sword out, radiant energy still coming off of it. Looks at everyone. It still has this kind of weird mean streak kind of going off or in and around him. It's not like his usual demeanor at all, but as that pod is open, has his sword up, puts it up in the air, takes it, just starts wrecking the controls of this thing. He just damages it, twists it around, takes it up, big swipe at the legs, falls down to its side, takes one of the arms, is just wrecking this thing, just chopping it down to size, cutting it in half, taking arm pieces, throwing it around. That thing is fucking destroyed.
Oh my god.
Let's get it.
And
Thanks to Enderlord 1 for the inspiration, by the way.
Hey,
Thanks,
Ender.
Ender.
And as
And
it kind of
as-
topples over and falls, this little girl kind of tumbles out of it and is kind of landing on her side on the ground.
And as I finish ripping this construct to pieces, I round on the kobolds and I slam my shield into the ground as hard as I can. And I slap my sword against it and point it at the kobolds. In an
It's
attempt
Margot's
to-
turn next, right?
What's that?
It's Margot's turn now, right?
Yes, it is.
Margot.
Are they intimidated?
Margot, seeing the rush of kobolds, is going to run in front, right point blank range, slap her hands together, point her fingers out together, and cast Burning Hands in a 15-foot cone right in front of her.
Burning Hands. Okay. First, you said, Galahad, you were trying to intimidate him with a slapping the sword.
Yeah, I wanted the display of dismantling that construct and then just aggressively rounding on them to try and get them to back up a bit.
Yeah, well, you say that, slap the swords together, come on, looking at them, and they're taking a step back, but when their master says get them, they're definitely listening to what she said. Before it was kind of like wasn't hearing anything on what to do, but once they hear that command, it's quite hard to try to dissuade them otherwise. But Margot, so you go right in front of.
I go point blank range right in front of the oncoming slew of kobolds. I like slap my hands together, very like Full Metal Alchemist style, and just like reach my hands out. Like hands are basically on fire, and I just shoot out a cone of burning hands at first level. So they make a dex save of 12, but they take full damage if they're 12 or higher, and then
where are you pointing your cone?
straight forward. So 15-foot cone, so like radiating from me.
So you're gonna get these three then. This one, and this one.
Is it 15 foot forward or is it 15 foot out as well?
It's a cone, so at your starting point, it goes out like this, like a triangle. So if you're to go the closest you can to an enemy, it's gonna be the smallest amount of space and then go outward like that. So like for a cone attack, the farther back you are.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stand in front of Phelan then, so right next to Galahad. So I'm gonna stand in between, okay, instead of going right in front then, I'm gonna stand in between, I'm gonna stand in between Washburn and the very intimidating Galahad and just cast Burning Hands. So if they succeed, they're taking half damage, but I rolled 14 points of damage. So each of them would still be getting 7. If they fail, it's 14. If they succeed, it's only 7.
Okay, you don't need to attack to hit?
Nope.
Okay.
It's just a dex save.
You get
I do be loving them save spells.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you'll be able to hit 5 of them.
Hell yeah!
So it's going to be dex saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Natural 19 on the first one.
Ew.
Fail.
7, 14, 14,
Fail.
14.
Fail. How much do they get if they succeed?
Half, so 7. So all of them except one get full 14.
So as Galahad just ripping the construct to pieces, chopping it down to size, the little girl spills out onto the floor, smashes his sword and his shield together just for like don't fucking come near us kind of thing. And then you just hear Margot, get down. You're like, shit, that'll work. Just turn over to the side as just rage infuels the room. The heat rises as the warmth from the fire breath just comes out as she kind of blows fire into her hands, able to manipulate it, make some hand signals, and big flash of cone burns forward from Burning Hands.
Yep.
Woo! And the kobolds rush and they just get incinerated.
Oh.
Well done.
All dead.
Wonderful.
And then there was one.
You said crowd control?
Hey, Spec Junior.
And now she's gonna point at the other one and all the rest, and you'd be like, "Do you want that to happen to you?" Try me, see what happens.
Follow the master! And they just like blindly just keep pulling forward.
Oh no, it all went wrong.
And after that, good turn there, Margot. We come to the rest of the kobolds.
Oh no, he gets one attack.
Yeah, one
There's
guy.
no more pack
This very
tactics.
kills all of us.
No, ain't there like 3 more in the back?
Oh,
There's 3 at the
yeah.
entrance, but they have to run all the way up, depending on their movement speed.
This one here. Yeah, he's gonna run up to the 2 of you. Follow the master!
Oh,
Hits this thing under his leather armor. I need the 2 of you, me and Margot, to roll dexterity saving throws.
Thank God that's only a 5-foot range.
I know, right? I was just thinking that.
17.
I was like, oh, auto fail. Okay. Ugh.
17.
Mm-hmm.
So you definitely succeed.
Those are boy.
You're gonna take half, and Washburn succeeded as well.
Hey.
Gonna take a whopping 2 points of bludgeoning damage as the force of this blast kind of comes out of the kobold, and Washburn, kind of seeing this coming, kind of tries to kind of get in front of you a bit to kind of shield it and take the brunt of the hit as the blast kind of just kind of rocks you to a bit. Not down prone, but just kind of like a punch in the gut, but you're able to kind of subside it a little bit.
I think he's still temp HP'd. Or did he take damage from the kobolds? I can't remember.
It took half. It was only 2. All right, so that is his turn. And then we come to Jules.
Cool. What out of my actions and stuff like that, what would it take for me to use a healing potion on Phelan?
That would be an action to do so.
Full action. Okay, yeah. I'll slip to here and give Phelan my healing potion. I'm not sure which type of healing potion it is. We got it from that apothecary where we got the cactus back in town.
Oh, yes.
Oh god, is it just like a psychedelic healing potion? Like he feels good, but he feels really good.
Perhaps.
Knocked out.
It was the best near-death experience I've ever had, dude.
I believe
The
it was
dance with
just a
death at
regular-
Woodstock.
I believe it was just a regular potion of healing.
I believe it was.
Yeah, it was. So 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. Okay. 2, 1, 3 plus 2, 5.
5. You rush over to this knocked out bugbear, there's just smoke still rising from his body. Put your hand like underneath his head. There's something pouring out the side of his mouth. And all of a sudden, Phelan just wakes up.
Get up, my friend. We have work to do.
Okay. I thought we were done. Y'all not done
Soon.
yet. Okay. I appreciate it.
As life now breathes back once more into Phelan's motionless body. That all, Jules.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
All right, back to Nebula.
Dang it, we're in the same position here. Okay, yeah. Nebula is going to try and... Nebula wants to grab the girl. So if, like a grapple or something here.
Okay. Make a strength check for me.
Swear to God, if you're not stronger than this little girl.
Well,
About to find out.
yeah, that's an 11. So this
Yep.
might be a speed thing.
Nebula, please.
You got her.
Okay, cool.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna snatch her. And then I want to when you're grappling someone, you have half movement, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Then I am grabbing her and moving in like this direction.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell her, call them off.
And she's kind of like, being knocked out of the side of that construct. She's a little woozy, and he's just kind of picked her up and sort of taken over here. Tell him to stop. Why would I do that?
What the hell are you?
Just starts laughing kind of a little bit uncontrollably for a minute.
And I assume the grapple was my action, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then that is an action as well, and that is that is also an action. Okay, so I have done my actions. I am just trying to grab this person and GTFO. But that's about as far as I can go, so that ends my turn.
Get the Fey Lie out of here.
Okay. All right, so with Nebula grabbing the little girl, starting to make their way towards the bedroom. Oh God, why did I say that? Right.
Please delete that.
No.
Oh no, there's a clip that's going around now.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Why? We knew there was going to be just.
Hi, step bro.
Oh no. Oh God. Oh God. I'm not even going to say anything to go on.
Yeah, just proceed.
We're just going to roll on by from that.
Just ignore it. Just keep moving.
Move, power forward. Power through. After that is the kobolds. They're going to make attacks with the crossbows.
What? Why they got crossbows? I mean, like, fair, but like, my heart.
They're prepared. This is not fair.
Exactly.
I mean, if they want to get fried too, that's on them.
They're going to make their way here. And seeing that Margot fried their little kobold brethren.
Don't forget, Margot, you have +2 to AC.
Oh yeah, I know. I got shit up my sleeve. Don't worry about me, honey.
So they're going to roll to hit you with the crossbows. Oh, shit.
What did he say? What did he say?
That's 11 for the first one.
Nah, fam.
$21 on the second one.
All right, can I? I'm gonna cast shield then, as a reaction. 18
Yep.
plus 5.
Yeah, if you got
They
this.
gotta be to 23.
Okay. So that first one, that second attack was. It was. Oh, jeez. It was a 25 on the second hit.
Oh yeah, so 25 on the second hit. That one hits.
Yeah. And so you want to do shield on the third one if it hits?
Yeah,
or-
I'll do shield on the third one if it hits. Sorry, I thought you said 21. I may have misheard.
Yeah, that one. The second one was a natural 19 plus 6.
Oh.
And this third one was. That's 21.
Yeah, then I'll do shield of faith on that one.
Okay.
Or shield on that one.
So only one hits and the other two miss.
Yeah, so I get like an arrow like clipping me basically like in the stomach, and then immediately my shield, I get my my wings like have like a sheen on them, and I just like pull them in front of me and like create like a barrier between my body, seeing my wings folded in front of me.
Nice. So the first one is 9 points of piercing damage. As one kind of hits you in the gut, like, oh! And you look behind you as those kobolds just give them the most searing, painful death stare you've ever given out as your wings kind of flap in front of you and just ricochet off. After that is Washburn.
Washburn.
He's a good boy. I like Washburn.
And Washburn is gonna move over to you, Nebula, and come to you and say, "Give it to me. I know the way out. There's a secret passageway down here that I can get us all out of if you give it to me."
Can I insight check him?
Go for it.
That is a. Where's my insight? That's a 12 plus 3 for a 15.
15. So he's coming to you, and he's pretty exasperated. You're dealing with kobolds. It's hard to see. Like, he seems like he wants to like help out, and he wants to push things forward.
Lead the way, but I've already got her.
Lead the way? Okay. It's down this way. And he signals you to come follow him down this way. Sitting on his movement.
Better not be that metal floor, Kevin. Oh no. I still remember it.
30 feet. Yeah,
You
so
know-
you get just about there.
I've never seen Batman and Washburn in the same room together.
Row.
I can get over the bridge.
Makes his way just about down there, Nebula.
Okay.
And then after that, it is Phelan, newly renewed.
Yes. I'm going to first off stand up from my fallen spot and dust myself off as I look around, trying to see the construct that had made me fall. And it's on the ground. I am going to, seeing everybody still, or with the kobolds still aiming at us with their crossbows, I am going to aim at one of them, and I'm going to pull a dagger out, and from the tip of my dagger, I am going to cast a firebolt at it. I'm going to cast it the one that is the one to the right. If you will, and I will cast that as I yell at it and say, "We will burn you." And that is a pretty good, a 17 plus 5 for a 22.
Jeezy crackers. Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, cool. And that is 1d10 for 8 points of fire damage.
Dead. Knocked out.
Okay. I'll look at the other two and I'll say, "We've told you before. This is your last chance. You can leave." And that's the end of my turn.
after that, we come to the little girl. So, in your hands, trying to get out of the grapple that you currently have her in, we're going to make contested checks. It's going to be your strength against her dexterity as she's trying to push you off and trying to slink out of your grasp.
All right. I gotta be honest, that's a nat 1.
Ooh.
What did you get?
No.
You shocked Margot so much that they left the screen.
Oh my god.
Okay. Nat 1. You're sort of got her kind of under your arm and you're making your way over towards Washburn is, and then all of a sudden she just slips out of your grasp. And she is going to fucking book it.
Take your attack of opportunity, Phelan.
I think for
Swing the
sure
leg.
I'm
Would it be-
definitely swinging if she runs by.
Yeah. Just trying to think.
100% will as well.
Yeah, here we go. So she's gonna try to make her attempt over here. So make your hit.
Okay, does Phelan get one too? As she like runs by? Because she was standing technically next to Phelan.
Well, technically she was under your arm. So
Oh,
like,
fair. Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to. That's just there just for
Yeah.
placement's sake, but really it would be like this. And
Okay,
then
cool.
Go forward.
All right, rolling my reaction, my swing.
Sweep the leg.
Damn. That's low. That's not gonna work. That is that's a 9.
9
Damn, Nebula. What's going
Start.
on?
starts making their way forward. How much feet you got? Yeah, they're making their way in past that room, making a beeline for that hidden passageway that you guys entered into, as they're able to just like kind of take a bite on your arm, going, start bolting forward. You make a swing, try to clip their calf muscle or anything that could just trip them up, but they're just too speedy and they just miss it just by a second.
Okay. Nebula's not fucking around.
Okay, after that, we are going to come to Galahad.
Alrighty.
And I'm
I'm
sure
gonna
the
use
videos are all over the place on the screen right now. If anyone's still watching.
We're all good. I'm going to. I will see that Stahlmast has slipped out of Nebula's grasp. I'll quickly sheathe my sword. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to do a bear hug grapple.
Hell yeah.
All right.
The old Galahad special. Nest hugs.
So you make your strength check. I'll make a dex. What'd you get? I got a 3. So
You got a 3? Well, I rolled an 11 plus 5.
yeah. So as she's running, kind of come here. You just metal arms just grab around her again. So you currently do have her in your grasp. After that, we're gonna come to Margot. But Margot seems to be indisposed at the moment.
Her internet has seemed to crash.
It happens. That's fine. We'll just skip over Margot for the meantime and go to Jules.
Okay. Galahad has that. So Jules is gonna make her way down to here to have line of sight on that kobold, and she's gonna fire off an Eldritch Blast at the closest one. This
That one
this
there?
guy right there.
Yeah, go for it.
That's a 17 plus 7, so
Oh, that'll
24.
hit. Most definitely.
That is 3 plus 5, so 8 damage.
Once again, that's flaming skull comes out of your hand of that wisping energy. And just like wisp going behind this skull that just opens its mouth as it hits it once again straight in the head. The sheer force of the impact just cracking its neck.
Jules will
Falls
look
to
at the last kobold there and go, "For the last time, yield."
Looks around as everybody is very much toast at this point. Their master has seemingly run. And then roll to see this. The kobold, seeing that all of its allies are now dead, the master has seemingly just run out of the room. It's just kind of quaking its boots and puts down its sword and its bow. And just puts its hands up.
Now come here so that we can restrain you. We won't harm you. Just need to ensure that you won't run and do something stupid.
Oh God, I'm gonna beat you back. And just like waddles over to you.
Come here and let me love you. Yes.
Jules will turn to Washburn and say, "Can you handle this?"
I can, but what about the girl? What if more
We'll take
come?
care of her. Deal with this one now. Join us where she's at.
I have to kill this motherfucker?
Alright. And just stands there. Do you have rope or anything on you?
I don't think so.
What pack do you have, Jules?
I forgot. I didn't write the pack down. Let me just.
I
You have adventurers?
I have some rope if you need.
Yes, that'll be good.
And I'll give him some rope. I have 50 feet of hemp rope, so I'll give him however much they need.
Okay, so you walk over, hand the rope over to Jules and Washburn. And Washburn, still in his hulking lichen form, just kind of takes the kobold by two shoulders. His big, huge, spindly hands are just over them. Start roping up the hands. I got this.
Oh god.
Jules will make her way into the room to go
Okay.
on Galahad and her.
Fucking werewolf tying up the kobold.
Yes. He's like, I'm going to eat you.
And so you go over to the room with Galahad and
Hello.
the human. As I'm trying to use my words carefully now.
Target
a
is
robot.
So you have the cyborg girl in your grasp, Galahad. You see Jules go into that room to follow suit as well. Do the rest of you follow her into that room?
Yes.
Okay. So I would say you're kind of all surrounding her at the moment. We got Margot in there too.
Are we still in initiative order?
No.
Let's restrain her as well.
Yeah, so Nebula will look at them and say, yeah, what Jules said. And looks at Jules for a moment and says, and then you might want to step back.
Jules will take a step back.
And
Why exactly are you having me do this?
You wouldn't tell me even if I asked. And he is... Oh, sorry. Let me see where Jules is at.
Other end of the room.
Would you... And he just straight up points back up the stairs. Like, I don't know. A little farther. He wants you to get out of 30-foot range.
Jules is just gonna look at him and just be like, why exactly?
And he's gonna just roll his eyes and then activate his channel divinity.
Oh no.
Abjure the extra planar. You channel your divinity to castigate unworldly beings. As an action, you present your holy symbol, which you start to see his emblem hiding under his brand that's on his chest start to glow, and his eyes light up, and the constellations throughout him start to swirl. As an action, you present your holy symbol, and each elemental, fey, fiend, and aberration within 30 feet that can hear you must make a wisdom save. On a failed save, they are turned for 1 minute or until they take damage.
Okay.
What was the list of creatures that had to make that save?
It is fey, fiend, elemental, and aberrations.
Cool.
So as you kind of have that contact and look into the eyes, your eyes change into swirls of galaxies, your pupils just take over the entire whites of your eyes, and you see the starlight kind of emanate out of Nebula's midriff body as the symbol takes place and looks directly into the eyes, almost like a penitent stare. And as this weird cyborg little girl is looking up, his eyes just start to also kind of go black, connecting with you, Nebula. But as you're trying to hone into that spell, trying to dig deeper, he kind of just looks away and doesn't seem to be taking effect, because they are not fiend and aberration.
Fey or okay. Now, the reason I asked Jules to get out of the way, but they didn't get out of 30-foot range, does anything happen to Jules? Because if you are a Fey, Fiend, Aberration, or is that Elemental, you have to make a Wisdom save of 14.
I don't know what I'm technically considered, Kevin.
Do you want me to make this? I was gonna say, do you want to make this call? But I can if you want.
Yeah. What exactly would the call? What would the call be? If you don't want to say it on the stream, you can also
Private DM.
direct message me.
So, Corso, this ability makes the person susceptible to you, or does it?
No, it turns them so they basically are afraid of me. They can't willingly move within 30 feet of me. They can only use the dash action to try and get away from me. If there's nowhere to move, they'll take the dodge action for 1 minute.
So that ability washes over the little girl's face, and it's just the spell is trying to manipulate inside of her head, but it's not really taking place as the ability wash off. And you look over at Jules. One eye, only one eye, is affected. And not totally covered, but most of it, almost like a venom symbiote is kind of outstretching from her black pupil, and little tendrils are like reaching out from inside of the eye.
You got half a ghost eye?
They are not afraid or any of the things that kind of take place that you're influencing on, but a little like just a little bit of a side effect takes over in their eye.
This painful for Jules?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, Jules is just gonna grimace and hold the side of their head and. Shit.
And Nebula definitely notes that, but also sees that Jules doesn't run and is like, Well, that means no one in this room is
Sus.
of the Fey relation or the Fiend relation.
I don't know what you were expecting. My name is Fey Lin, but I'm not Fey.
I want to know what this thing is, as he keeps pointing at who we believe to be Stahlmast in this situation.
Oh, will you drop the spell, please? It kind of hurts a little bit.
And he'll retract it now that there's no effect from the girl.
Okay, so...
So you currently have this cyborg girl in the hands of Galahad, who's got a...
Yes. Stahlmast. May I call you Stahlmast? Well, so here is the thing, right? You seem to be in charge of this attempted, I would call it almost genocide. Is that what we would call wiping out the whole city? Yes, most likely, and probably aiding and abetting the war efforts and almost murdering many people. And so here is my question. Where is all the money that you all used for this, and who was financing it?
I was not aiding and abetting a war. I was trying to end it, you stupid mongrel.
Okay, well, if you're gonna call me a mongrel, I'm gonna let Margot loose on you.
No, at that point, Margot's just gonna ready her hand and fire. She's like, I wonder what's gonna scream first, the steam that's coming off your searing flesh, or what'll escape your vocal cords.
I was supposed to die a long time ago. Every breath I've taken since then has been a gift. If this is the day I go, I go.
Okay.
Okay, hearing those exact words, Nebula will trigger one more thing, his Divine Sense, which allows him to check for two more things. It's Celestial Fiend, which we've already checked for, and Undead. He has 5 of these a day, and so as soon as he hears I should have been dead, he's just like, well, are you?
Are you?
So yeah, his eyes would flash over once more. He doesn't say anything. He's just like, he heard it, he does it.
So as you kind of say that over, and like, does anything change on your body again from this happening, or?
As soon as he hears that, again, his eyes will shift to like, he has a different color for each ability, and for Divine Sense, there would be sort of like a golden glow that sort of sets in over his eyes. And you can tell when he's up to something because the constellations under his dark jet black skin, they sort of twist a little bit, like you're watching a galaxy shift, and that is like he's activating something inward.
So you all see that the shift come over Nebula, this gold tint kind of comes over the eyes, and as you're holding this little girl, Galahad, you see bits of skin start to change a bit of color in various parts around the body where skins explode. That kind of golden tint that's coming out of Nebula's eyes, some of them start to sheen over certain parts and patches of skin around their person, and certain veins start to kind of bulge, and it's just like looks like something's happening underneath the skin. It's just kind of uncomfortable. She's just make it stop. Just be uncomfortable in your arms.
You see, ending a war is a reasonable thing to want. But the pain that you are feeling now is, I'm sure you know, only part of the pain that you are causing. And I'll turn to Nebula. I think you can let it go.
What does Nebula sense? Is it Celestial Fiend or Undead?
You sense a hint of undead.
And Nebula says he won't drop it for now. He's still looking them over because he's picked something up, and he says they are well past their expiration date, it would seem. Something is keeping them somewhat among the living.
Well, if you don't fear the dead, then how are you wanting to end this war?
Do you even know who you're working for? The Dwendalian Empire are murderers. They go from city to city, country to country, taking it over, making it more what they want it to be. You are working for the enemy, my friends.
Their hands are not clean, but Jorhas's hands are not clean either, and nobody's hands are clean. Nobody's hands ever remain clean in a war. So you can lecture us about who we work for. We already know they have their fallings. Or you can tell us how to stop wars and how we can come to peace.
There will be no peace. There will never be peace as long as the Dwendalian Empire stands. War will always be around. Don't you see? This is what they do. They take people over. You are already in their clutches. And they just trying to shake out of Galahad's grip as he's just got her firmed up.
And if you walk out right now into that town, you will see kids playing around. You will see people earning their livelihood every single damn day. They are doing their best to keep working. And if working for the Dwendalian Empire means that these people get to keep on living their lives as best they can, then we will keep doing that. That does not mean that we are lost. That does not mean that we have failed. That does not mean that we are traitors. That just means that we are people living our life as best as we can, doing the best that we can as well.
No. And she just starts muttering to herself, saying, no, I'm not gonna let him down.
We should not linger here. We need to get out. Where's Washburn?
I can
In
go
the
get
other
him.
room. We need to ensure that there's no timer on this detonation of the mountain. We have to ensure that we sabotage it. I would very much not like to raid this place again.
Then let's hurry.
We can lock her up in those cells that we got Washburn from. Post Washburn up to watch her as we scout the rest of the encampment.
If we can incapacitate her, that would also be best.
We should probably keep her with us, to be honest. This place is her playground. I highly doubt there's anything in here she can't escape.
All of us are, well, all of you are very badly damaged currently. Perhaps we should rest for a while before we continue to delve deeper. Just in case.
Have you still got that powder? Who's the one carrying the blasting powder?
I am.
And so he'll say to Phelan, "You got that powder?"
Yes, I do.
And he'll ask for it.
Here you go. I'll give you a pouch of it because I think I had
A couple pouches.
Yeah, you found a good storeroom.
Yeah,
How big are these pouches?
10 pouches.
They're like a dice bag size.
Okay. So like
Not that small.
Okay. So they-
Hold on, I got it. Hold on.
I love that everybody was like this size,
This?
like this.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
I give beg.
The big, this big.
I'm going to work with Phelan real quick to pour like half of this bag into like back in because I want it to be a little less full, and then I'm gonna tie it back off. And Nebula's gonna walk over and go, oh, and reach in and grab some rope, or actually he'd grab like a cloth, or just like a good portion of rope. And he says, now, are you going to play nice?
Looks up as Galahad kind of has the girl in the arms, looks up at you. Of course. Whatever you say.
I
See,
Do I believe her?
If you trust that, you're an idiot.
That's
May
not
we roll insight?
I don't even need to. Because Nebula says, see, I don't really trust that, but I do trust people's habits. And you so far have shown us a habit of being a problem and calling for help. And you know what? Our friend Margot here has also shown a bit of a habit. And he's going to grab this bit of blasting powder and he's going to stuff it like a gag into their mouth. And then take the cloth he has and tie it to where they are basically bridled with blasting powder in their mouth. Now, if you so much as make a noise, our fire-related friend here is very, very habitually okay with this sort of thing.
No, so at that point, Margot again is gonna basically set her hands on fire and just kind of hover them above her face.
I don't care how clever you are. I doubt you're that fast.
Galahad just subconsciously like.
No, and then Margot's gonna get right in her ear and whisper, maybe I won't have to see which one screams first. Maybe they'll all scream.
And just kind of looking you both in the eyes with that blasting powder now in their pouch in their mouth. The cloth over their face. In Galahad, you can feel their bodies start to relax a bit.
I'm a little uncomfortable right now.
I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, well, I'm bleeding and also a little uncomfortable.
Galahad sticks out a foot and taps Nebula. Have 5 points to lay on hands, buddy.
Margot's also not looking really good. I'm saying this right now. She's very much
unconscious.
Margot is very much honestly, a good gust of wind could probably take her over, but she's very much ready to threaten this child.
So you know what? As soon as he feels you healing, he'll immediately put his hand out and basically transfer 5 over because he also has lay on hands, and he'll give 5 to Margot. And so yeah, Margot take 5 as well.
So at that insistence, Margot's gonna look over at Nebula and she goes, I normally don't care for your plans, but in this instance, and then looks back at the girl, I'm all in.
Lay on feet.
You want to catch these hands?
Are we going to take a rest? I know that resting will replenish my magic, and you all look quite rough, quite honestly.
I believe a short one. If we set up guards watching the staircase and we barricade that that bookshelf there, we know they can get to us, but if we monitor it, this might be a decent spot to protect ourselves.
Agreed. Let's get to
My
work.
one worry is that we are on a timer. If we are on a timer, and Stahlmast here has no qualms with dying, I am worried that this mountain might explode with us in it.
Jules will turn to the girl and lean in quite close and say, "Is the mountain set to destruct soon?" You can just shake your head yes or no.
I don't think she's gonna answer.
Doesn't move her head.
Would you all, as a group, love to see what a half-human, half-robot child sounds like when I turn them into pop rocks?
What are pop rocks?
A delicacy, actually, but beyond the point.
Oh.
I'll get you some when we get back into town. You've done good.
Nice.
I would rather not, but I also think that while you are not afraid of death, Stahlmast, I don't think your plans are done here, and you would, well, you're not afraid of death again. You might not be opposed to seeing another day to see your goals accomplished, and if you want to make sure that you do see the light of day again, it would be best if you help us out here.
Everybody says they're ready for death until they die a very slow one.
I have a suggestion.
Yes, friend.
Washburn knows where the exit is. What if we get him to scout the rest of the area for us while his werewolf form persists?
He would have heightened sentences, wouldn't he?
If Washburn is able to find something or someone, he can alert us.
True.
That will allow us some time to recuperate.
Could he be quick enough about it, though? Depending on how far he goes in, we have no idea how deep he could go.
I
If he's
could go
half
with
as
him.
fast as Zara was, he'll be quick enough.
I could go with him, considering that I'm not as damaged as the rest of you.
Weren't you going to recuperate your magic, though, Jules?
I still have the ability to cast spells, however, my more powerful ones are out of my reach currently.
If you are up to it, I think that would be very helpful.
All right, then. Sounds like a plan. And Jules will make her way into this room to take a
As
look
Jules
for
leaves,
Washburn.
Margot looks at her and says, "Do not die."
That's not the current plan of operation. I still have things that I need to take care of before I do die.
And you see Margot a slight smile, but a head nod.
And I, the player, look at Kevin and say, "Do not kill her."
So Jules will enter this room looking for Washburn. Is he still here?
You go into the room looking for Washburn. You see a single kobold on the ground with an arm ripped off and a
What the
neck
fuck?
snapped to the side, and Washburn is not there.
Yo, this motherfucker was a wolf. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any sort of clear sign of where he went?
Make a nature check.
Nature check. Oh, goodness.
Nice. Come on, dude.
Nature's a +2. That's a 15 total.
Oh, sorry, survival.
There's no difference between that and nature
No.
for me, so 15 total.
Hey.
15. You see a bit of blood trickling down towards this area. Sort of a trail of blood leading from where he was standing,
Which area? Down?
going down
I see
this
now.
way.
Okay.
He left us a trail to go by.
Jules will turn around and walk back into the room and go, "It seems that Washburn has killed our captive and made his way downwards."
Margot is just gonna actually facepalm, visibly facepalm. She goes, "How many times must that man slip through my fingers before you all allow me to kill him?"
Well, it seems that we have to deal with him yet again.
Normally, I was ready to rest, as suggested by Jules, but now I'm a bit more concerned about our circumstances.
Yes, unfortunately
There's
so.
a trail to go by.
There is a small trail of blood from the kobold that we captured that he was supposed to take care of. I
Can
didn't
you say for
investigate
sure
more.
whether it's the kobold's blood or his blood? He is a blood hunter.
Are kobold and human blood or werewolf blood significantly different?
Not necessarily. I mean, there was a bit of a darker hue on the werewolf blood that you saw when he kind of made a cut into his arm, and it was that colored hue that was making its way sort of pitted on the ground towards the stairs there, and the kobold is just kind of like dead with a pool of his own blood kind of surrounding him.
It seems as though it could have been his.
Either way, I think it's semantics. If the kobold is dead and we have a trail that leads us to where he is, and I think, and that's it, we get to the same point.
So there's a wounded dog licking his wound somewhere who is a little bit volatile and we have no idea what could do. Lovely.
Yes, who might have access to explosives that could level this whole place.
All right, let's get moving.
I believe we'll have to go after him, yes.
And the little girl is just sitting there tied up with the explosive on her, just
Okay. Yep. I 100% think we should now kill. We should kill the both of them. 100%.
Is that permission?
Not yet, but eventually.
You just said 100%.
That laugh, they are either in cahoots or something really bad is about to happen.
Maybe we shouldn't make assumptions about Washburn's intentions until we find him again.
Let's get a move on. We have to move quickly, investigate each room as we go.
State that I'm in. I
Right.
don't think I'd be much help if I survived much longer like this anyways. For once, retreating is actually something that I wish to do.
How much does this girl weigh?
oh, not that much.
Cool.
Can
Can I strike her and knock her out?
Yes!
You can certainly try.
Oh my god, give her a concussion, just for flavor.
Cool. So what do you want me to do? Unarmed strike or pommel of my, like, short sword? Like,
Just bitch slap her. Into oblivion.
yeah, because I would like to basically with the shield I have, I want to just, like, smack her. But do you want to call that unarmed? Do you want to call that improvised? Like, what?
Unarmed.
Okay.
Roll to knockout.
I assume advantage because being restrained.
Oh yeah.
That's a 16.
I get knocked out.
And I get up again.
She better not get
Cool.
up again.
Soon as she gets knocked out, Nebula swings his satchel around and pulls it off of his body and sets it down. And he now opens his bag of holding and he grabs this body with that 500-pound capacity of a bag of holding and stuffs this girl into that bag.
There's
There's a 10-minute breathing capability and Nebula's tracking.
okay.
What would happen if it just happened for 60 seconds, forgot that she was in there?
If this bag ruptures, she gets scattered in the astral plane.
Oh, that would be
So-
a shame, wouldn't it?
So if anything remotely happens, this is the easiest way to carry her, and Nebula is also just like,
I would have happily just kept carrying her.
no, Galahad can totally fight me on this. So I've knocked her out, and I've opened the bag and been like, put her in. She'll be easier to carry this way. So yeah, but Galahad can totally fight me on this.
Is that really the best way to go about it? She doesn't weigh very much.
Are you sure she won't hinder you in combat?
Or what we can
Worst
do
comes
is
to worst.
shove her in there for 9 minutes, take her out for 2, and then put her back in for 9.
Or
Lather, rinse, repeat.
Galahad can simply carry her. I believe that that's the safest option. Worst comes to worst, he just lets go of her and she goes to the ground instead of being scattered in the astral plane.
Suit
Galahad
yourselves.
is going
And-
to.
Can machines learn to fly?
Galahad's going to holster his shield on his back and carry the girl on over his shoulder of the shield and have his other hand on his sword.
All right, and Nebula will say, suit yourselves, and he'll shut his bag and he'll attach the satchel to his hip again and swing it around to the back, and then just look to Margot and go, it's always your option, and then just proceeds to like walk away.
I think a human firecracker would be lovely around this time of year.
Let's get a move on. Jules will make her way into the room again. May we roll investigation to quickly sweep the room and see if there's any sort of evidence or anything like that?
Oh, most definitely.
Okay, cool.
Anyone who wants to look around the four here is welcome to
Let's do it. That's a 2.
I got
what
to
is
12.
this? What is this check? Investigation, perception, what?
This is investigation. They're consciously
Actively looking, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a 15.
Okay.
That's an 18.
That's a no from me, dog. That's a 3. I wouldn't even notice the dirt on the ground.
I got a 12.
Okay, so 12 and a 15.
That's an 18 from Fey Lie.
Let's not discount my 2 here, Kevin. I'm sure it'll be
Me and Galahad just don't even know. We're the butterflies.
You find a shiny pebble on the ground.
Yay, Pebble!
you see the broken bone coming out of the corpse of the kobold. But all right, so Jules, looking around and seeing kind of the scrap heap that is the construct on the ground, kind of getting a closer look at it, you can kind of tell that these metals, it's not just like scrap metal and things put together. There's a lot of really high-priced, valuable metals in this construct, and could probably surmise that if you were to strip this down or to take parts of it, it could be very valuable.
I've already segmented this thing, Kevin.
Jules is gonna ignore that.
Money.
Okay. Sorry, we got other things that we gotta do.
Fine.
Priorities.
Nebula, you got 15.
Mhm.
Okay. You, over on this workbench
Oh, fuck.
over here, you see a few scraps of metal, a few blueprints for random bomb making and things like that. But you notice a pair of goggles that are kind of sitting off to the side.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to pick those up.
Mhm.
And he would inspect them and then probably hold them up to his eyes.
As you kind of inspected them and hold them up to your eyes in this sort of cavern area that's kind of lit by torch light, kind of put them up. Oh! Looking into them with all this light around was just like looking into 2 flashlights just flashing into your eyes.
Yes.
And he
Winter
looks at
Cell
them
Nebula.
and says, And he'll slip them into a bag.
Okay. So that one there. And then Phelan with 18. You're also looking around this room. And as the others are kind of making their way around, you notice sort of over here, because just reveal this area over here. Yeah. On this far table, again, you're kind of noticing kind of scraps and different pieces of metal and things like that kind of strewn all about this workshop space area. You notice a book. A sort of scratched up, very old, worn down, sort of leather notebook of some kind with a rope around it.
Okay. I open the notebook to see if I can make any ascertain what kind of information is in it. I'm not really looking to like read through it, just to see if it's like a journal or if it's I don't know, a research book or what it may be.
Yeah, so looking into it, kind of have this notebook of sorts, and like sort of going through the different pages. It seems to be written in common, but all of the sentences and wording looks weird. like it's not coming off as common English.
Okay.
This seems to be coded in some way.
Okay.
But there are, you can make out, because there's like sort of a date in the top hand corner,
Mhm.
and it seems to be a daily account of some sort of events, but the words themselves seem to be in the kind of coded sort of cipher of some kind.
Okay.
And as you're kind of flipping through it, you just see that sort of date at the top that keeps changing from a couple pages over, a couple pages over, a couple pages over. You can see kind of weirdly shoddy drawn diagrams of sort of blueprints of some type, sort of scratching something out and writing new things down here. Arrows pointing to different various words. And then you get to the middle, and there's a crude drawing of a series of islands that's kind of in the middle of one page. That kind of wraps around kind of like a jagged J sort of shape. And the islands are colored in this red sort of crayon sort of coloring that is kind of pushed through. But again, the words are kind of in a cipher that's kind of hard to dictate at this point.
I'm going to close it up, and I'll raise it up to the others, and as we keep walking across the room, and I'll say, I think we might have an inkling of what they were doing here, if we're able to decipher this notebook before I pocket it and keep walking.
Okay. So investigating this area, that's pretty much all you see at the moment. Those notebooks, it's a scrap, those goggles nearby there, with the main sort of area for the big construct was kind of housed over in this area.
Okay. All right. Let's try and follow our friend then, or whatever he is. Not friend.
Yes, let's. I assume we'll make our way down to start following that trail of blood. Fun.
Down in this area over here.
Yeah.
All right.
Jules will lead the way in the front of the group.
Do you know the way?
So you come down this area over here, and there's two doors that are now open. As a trail of blood kind of comes down to this area here. It's kind of a spaced out section of this underground lair, or this cave lair, and then you see these series of pipes that are situated inside of the walls here. And you see these are a series of like dark, cool tunnels. And as you kind of look into them, you can see them that they twist down into the mountain. And as you kind of put your head inside, the air is kind of growing ever more stagnant. You can notice glowing fungus that kind of appears on the walls that kind of glisten with moisture. I'm gonna have you roll a intelligence check really quick.
All right.
Oh no.
That's a 10 plus 3, a 13.
13.
Yeah.
Judging from the distance and kind of where it's going down, you can surmise that this is a passageway to the Underdark. And you see the trail of blood kind of leads up to one of these tunnels and then stops.
I hate the Underdark so much.
What?
I hate the Underdark so much, so I was just it seems that our friend has made his way down into the Underdark.
Is the Underdark?
Yeah, it seems that these tunnels lead down into there, yeah.
And Nebula cracks a smile and says, "Oh, do they?" As he feels like he's gotten a lead.
And it's there, everyone, that we're going to end the session. So wanted a good stopping point, and I was like, maybe they'll go there. There you go. So yeah, stopping a little bit early today, everybody. It was kind of a chaotic session. We thank you all for sticking around as long as you did. Cameras were all over the place. Fucking billion nat 20s. Remarks were said and immediately regretted. So thank you guys all so much for jumping into this edition of the Fey Lie. If you want to kind of come hang out with us and check out some hilarious memes that are sometimes posted regarding this session, a lot of us like to go into the Dice Cream, the Great Dice Cream Sandwich Discord channel, where we'll just throw back D&D memes at each other based on tonight's session. Sometimes at Motor Ninja Cat, the meme lord himself, one of our most favored viewers, will sometimes go in there and make a bunch of custom memes based on the session that just took place. So we'd love for you to come in. I also post when more sessions are happening, dates and all that. So come find us there. But until next time, we'll see the Fey Lie again in 2 weeks' time. Not next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after. And you can catch Beyond the Realms campaign every Monday, 5 p.m. PST. So until then, everyone, thank you for hanging out with us, nerds. We'll see you next time. Bye!
Later.